That reminds me, everyone's sitting here talking about how Japan is like, go back to your own country, do all this stuff, and people are
Who
sitting
said
there
that?
exalting that. And a few friends that I know are kind of Trump supporters, kind of not, but
Oh,
You're not kind of a listen.
I'm still convinced they're Trump supporters.
No, yeah,
You're
they
not
are.
kind
There's
of
no
a Trump
kind of.
supporter.
They are.
There is no
Don't.
kind of.
Yeah, don't let yourself fucking be blinded like I was. They are. It's all right. Just let it.
Bro, I gave you what they say, and then I gave you my qualifier, which is that's bullshit.
Fair enough. But
Is that what you tell them too?
They're sitting there going like, "Oh, I'm so glad they're doing this, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "I'm not. This is terrifying. This is the same kind of shit they were saying before World War II. Like,
yep,
the same ideology that let them carry out things like the rape of Nanking."
yep. I said this shit to. Bro, I ain't gonna.
Like that's you. There's a lot of people who, when they start getting nationalistic and imperialistic and like zealous, you're just like, oh, okay, whatever. The Japanese, fuck no, that puckers my butthole.
Yeah,
I've seen what they do with imperialistic zeal.
All I'm saying is, like, we give the Nazi shit, we give Russia shit. We've never sat here as a country and really been like, hey, what is Japan against this skate just because they dress up like anime girls?
Oh, it's because they allow, unlike the other country, they completely capitulated after World War II.
Yeah, we nuked them into submission, and
it wasn't just nuking into submission. We occupied them, and we were their military forces for like 60 years.
I was getting yeah, we still have
they drank the Kool-Aid. They 100% capitulated, and
they're
did
also
what they were
technically Nazis.
No, they were, in my opinion, worse.
Yeah, technically. That's what the technicality.
Oh, the Nazis? Yeah.
The Nazis were not giving their fucking children grenade vests and teaching them to jump under American tanks. At least the Russians did that to dogs. The Japanese did that to fucking children. Their own goddamn children.
I think there were Nazi scientists that were trying to actively shield the women in Nanking.
Yes.
From the Japanese.
Yes. There was an embassy that had a mixture of Axis and Ally diplomats, and it was considered an embassy of sorts. So there was people from the Axis and the Allies there, but the medical personnel that was there, if I remember correctly, was a Nazi scientist, and he took in like a couple of dozen pregnant women, at least.
Yeah.
Because they were, cutting open their wombs and taking bets as to the gender of the baby?
And I think to see how long it lived, too.
And also, like Japan soldiers would just rape anyone they want.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what? It's times like these that I'm glad that their birth rate is negative, and they're going to be extinct soon. Fuck those people.
That's all I'm saying. Like, people tend to forget because they completely capitulated, but they were in ways worse than the Nazis.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm done eating ramen.
They didn't fucking march people off into death camps. They didn't have the patience for that. They killed them where they stood. And you know what the difference there is? Is that the Nazi soldiers, they started gaining depression, alcoholism. They started gaining higher rates of suicide. So when those death squads started rolling through in the latter parts of the war, it wasn't the Nazis themselves that were executing people. They were supervising local hit squads who were the ones actually pulling the trigger. Because the Nazi government was like, if any of them is going to, gain a drinking problem and hate themselves, we want it to be these, foreigners who need to fucking prove themselves to us. The Japanese didn't need anything like that. They made games out of it.
Yeah, like, this might sound fucked up, but at least like it's not like he was like the Nazis were just like killing people. They were like still putting them to work and shit. That's still pretty bad.
Do you think ICE will get to that point?
People are still alive.
What are we, year one? Maybe.
No, realistically, but do you think ICE will get to that point, or do you see it already kind of like falling?
No, I don't. I see
fucked
people
up
looking for
Mexicans,
outs.
and I
I feel like nobody can tell until there's a paper trail that shows exactly how and where these people were deported from and
Oh
to.
no!
And
But have you seen?
considering that what they're doing is not legal in the first place, I doubt they're going to be wanting to have a paper trail.
Yeah,
The problem is the real reason why everybody teaches about the Nazis and says look at them is because they left such a massive paper trail that you can point at it and say look at the evil here. There's zero left up to interpretation when you're reading Dr. Mengele's fucking journal.
True.
yeah.
Facts. Have you seen all the Epstein shit coming out?
I have some of it, yeah.
Somewhat. I've seen that there's a bunch of stuff coming out, but have not seen if there's anything in particular I should be aware of.
Oh, except 13-year-olds banging Trump and like babies dying and getting thrown into rivers. You know, there's nothing much.
Yeah, usual rich person shit.
Oh, no, but
Shit, now I missed that.
he's definitely fucked up at least a couple of 13-year-olds apparently.
He got sued for it.
Dude, I could have told you that just from the fact that he visited the damn island.
Well, I mean, like
He's also on the flight
a lot
log
of
as
people
well.
have probably visited the island, but like some of them have to like not done anything.
See,
Um,
I don't know about
that's
that,
the thing.
bro.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
listen.
about that, bro.
I
don't know
only
about that,
I
bro.
only hang
Let's-
out around cocaine because I like the smell.
Right.
Hold on a second.
Like,
Hold on
I
a second.
fucking
Blast heads, let's say that for argument's sake, and this is for argument's sake, don't argue with me here, Jens. I'm on your side.
All right, okay.
For argument's sake, let's say that you're correct there. So what? Kill them all so that the next fucking generation of these degenerate cucks can sit here and understand what happens when they fail us in the same way. These people deserve nothing but the guillotine. It's the same argument as there's no, if only the good cops could fucking get the bad ones out. While they are protecting the bad ones, there are no good cops. Do you understand that?
Yeah, okay, go on.
The idea of protecting these people or not throwing what they're doing into the light, not making sure they come to fucking justice for their crimes, makes them culpable and just as guilty.
Also, I don't want the guy leading me to be killing babies and throwing them into rivers. You know, it's a Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I need to figure out more about that there.
But without like anything saying if these people did those actions, we don't know who was there and who knew about it.
That's the problem, is there's extensive records, and they have these records. They're just not willing to give the public these records because they know they're going to flip their shit.
The only name they're redacting is the guy who's currently in charge. That's the only name they're going through and trying to black out, which they're not really doing a good job. These dumb motherfuckers, these fucking retards.
I feel like someone had to black it out like that on purpose. Just because
If I worked in the White House and Trump told me to do that, I'd do it badly on purpose.
Yeah, I would do it so it could be easily undone by copy and paste.
Dude, you know what? Salute to that guy and the rest of his family, because they're gonna get fucking.
What gain is there in bloodshed?
I don't even. Yeah.
The unsung hero who will never know his name, who's just died in a fucking car accident.
Grok, probably. The way this shit's going.
He's gonna get Hillary Clinton.
He's gonna get Trump.
Nah, Hillary Clinton, he needs to reach her body count before we even think about changing the nomenclature. The number of bodies that family has dropped.
So we have like names now. Or is it just only Trump?
We've had
Chris Tucker.
We've had an ever-growing
Bubba.
for a long time, Jim. Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like when Blast says there could be just people like hanging out and they could not be associated. I'm just thinking Chris Tucker, bro. It's like I don't know.
I like Chris Tucker. It hurts me to say that.
Me too, right? I was looking forward to Rush Hour 4 or whatever the fuck. It's like, bro, why are you hanging out with these people? Like I can't.
No, I can't. I gotta never be able to look at Rush Hour movies again the same.
Fucking Noam Chomsky or whatever.
Bill Clinton. Who's that? Who's that motherfucker in the wheelchair?
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking was kids, by the way.
Oh god, yeah.
How can he even, like, how does that even happen? You get someone else to help you?
He's like, grind on me.
See, he puts a bunch of he makes a bunch of preset dirty talk, and then he pushes the buttons like a soundboard.
Oh my god!
Tears make me so hot.
I want research and development to develop me a Stephen Hawking's chair so I can go around and be Stephen Hawking, and I'm really infirm.
So you want the chair to make you infirm?
No, because I could when I'm storing all my shit, and I'm old and feeble.
Oh yeah.
You're Stephen Hawking.
You'll get an Xavier style hover chair.
Okay, yeah. I want the Stephen Hawking place.
You won't need it, but sure.
No, I want it. I don't.
You don't need it, but it's.
But I want it. I know I'm able to talk, but
bitch, did I say no? All I'm saying is, blast heads, don't sit here and believe for a second that anybody in power is your friend. Anybody in power didn't get there by fucking leaving a pile of corpses and dead babies behind
That's
them.
not true. Gavin Newsom would never lie to me.
Oh, what do you mean? Diddy's my best friend. He would never do anything in these parties.
Diddy's not a politician.
Not yet.
He just did it for the love of the game. He didn't do it for power.
You know what makes me laugh too is like all these right wingers for a long time who were like, what do these actors have to say? Blah blah blah. Like, why do we care what an actor has to say? And I'm sitting here like, I agree with you, but only because I know that Ronald Reagan was an actor. Like, shouldn't that be a positive for you and an absolute horror show for anybody who actually understands the concept of morality?
Oh yeah, I do. Actors have a lot, like famous people have a lot to say nowadays.
No, they have a lot of sway in the public opinion. That doesn't mean that they're correct or smart. Fucking Ronald Reagan did a lot of damage to this country, and he was radicalized because some jackass fucking communist sympathizer tried to throw acid in his face.
Did he get shot too?
Yeah, he also got shot.
Yeah, I think that was later.
That didn't help though.
Oh no, it certainly, but he was attacked twice by fucking extremist communist groups, and they literally turned him political. And that's why I'm sitting here when I see people committing the violence. I'm like, I'm not necessarily against the violence, but the way you're doing it is just absolutely idiotic.
Let us parley rather than parison.
Some people need to get the shit slapped out of them, but like... It's hard for me to believe that you're rioting on behalf of a dead kid when you burn down that kid's father's business during the riot. You know what I mean?
What are you talking?
Yeah, it's a destruction of infrastructure. It hurts the city. That's the point.
No, that's a destruction of private business that hurts business owners.
I mean, that's all well and good, but it's also city property.
If you want to go after infrastructure, then you go after things that are actually infrastructure, not public property.
Yeah, but if you actually cared about the system,
bus stations,
you wouldn't have let things get that bad. You would have heard your people.
Bus stations, courthouses. You know why they don't go after that shit? Because there's armed people there and they're fucking cowards.
Maybe.
So they go after the fucking average business owner who's just trying to make ends meet, who's probably on their side until they smash up his store.
Yeah, but that's like you're just generalizing because a poor business owner who's just trying to make ends meet is the narrative. Not maybe a systemic injustice that has caused people to be angry to the point where they're rioting the fucking street.
There is a systemic injustice, but by lashing out at the guy who's at that, he's maybe one rung above the totem pole as far as the top people looking down and how they see you. But that doesn't make him better than you. That doesn't make him, anything other than more of the rabble in their eyes. How the fuck are you going to sit there and say Donald Trump is hurting when you burn down some local business owner's laundromat?
Because...
You can't. There's no point to it. It's senseless.
Because I think a systemic injustice is harder to defend because it's a material versus like an ideal thing. You know what I mean? Like if going over and destroying fucking fuckfaces first generation fucking laundromat has more of a tangible like effect on people's emotions than like 1,000 fucking black kids being shot because police
But you're
get away with shit.
terrorizing your neighbor, and you're doing the same thing that they did to Ronald Reagan. You're creating them as your enemy rather than your friend, which is where they should be.
Yeah, but people don't start paying attention to the 1,000 black kids that are being shot until you raise enough of a ruckus. So arguably, you could say that if society had blow-off points, people wouldn't get to the point where they're killing poor fuckfaces business. You know
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm saying that, you know, going after fuckface's business does more harm than good rather than going after the actual people who committed the crime. The people who fucking...
But realistically, after riots, things get better.
But those people have guns, so it's scary to go after them. So you'd rather go after the, you know, local business owner who we know isn't armed so he can steal shit, because it's not about justice. It's about breaking shit.
You're grouping multiple people. No, you're grouping people who want to go steal shit into the group of people who are like rioting.
And also, if there's a group of people that want to steal shit, why do they want to steal shit? Are material conditions in your society so bad?
Because if this is a fucking laundromat, what are people stealing from a fucking laundromat? Like you're generalizing, and I can generalize too by saying you guys always generalize, but you know what I mean.
I said they burned
okay,
it
it doesn't matter. You're still generalizing.
I am.
I love politics.
Yes, there are tons of peaceful protests
all that long, but we're here for D&D
that don't result in fucking.
Even if they're not peaceful, like at a certain point, they're not peaceful for a reason. Why are people angry?
Word.
My God's bones.
When people like fucking in the like back in segregation, when people were fucking sitting in white-owned restaurants where they couldn't fucking eat food because they were black, people were throwing shit at them. People were making it seem like it was their fault for being in this nice person's fucking do
what was their response? I was actually going to ask what the biggest change has actually been seen, what the impetus for that biggest change was, and it was the era of civil rights. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks.
Getting shot.
People who met injustice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
With nonviolent protests.
Oh, true. Then how do you reconcile? How do you reconcile the fact that MLK was talking about radicalizing before he got fucking shot?
That I don't know enough about that and would have to look that up beforehand. Everything I've read about him says that he was a man of peace and that he was a reverend. I find
he was a man of peace. He was getting to
hold on a sec. I find it hard to believe that a reverend who produced so many works in the interest of peace would suddenly be radicalizing. I could be wrong if you have proof.
It wasn't sudden.
It wasn't sudden. It was a life of fucking living in that kind of America.
And it was taking beatings and then making 2 steps forward, and then a bunch of white people coming through and changing the law back or making it worse. Honestly, when people are more afraid, they tend to let things go.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I've never seen anything like that and would like to see the proof.
Yes.
Okay.
Darn.
That is very different than saying you're wrong outright. I am unfamiliar with this. That's all I'm saying.
I can get you proof if you would like, but we could do it after D&D.
How? What the fuck just happened?
What? What do you mean?
What's up?
I'm playing a game and I was in the main menu and I killed my guy in the main menu and now I'm in a mini game.
What are you playing?
Half sword.
Oh yeah, you're in like the under thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to get out of that.
Oh, you just have to kill people. You just keep walking.
Half sword is my go-to game when we started playing this. I wonder if I still got it. One second.
I have the demo on my wish list. I need to get it still. Problem is, we'll start in a second. I'm working my way through Metal Gear Solid Delta, Resident Evil 2, 3, 4. There's been a bunch of sales lately, and I got all the Batman Arkham games for $5. I got all the Resident Evil remakes for like $4.
Why are you buying games, man?
And because I don't want them to just Be gone.
What do you mean? They're
They're
digital.
fucking cheap as hell, Jim, and I don't really care to do all the extra bullshit.
It's not.
That you
Okay,
guys
I guess
do?
if you don't know, but it's not extra. I just go to Fit Girl's website and I download what I want. If I
Maybe
feel
I'll
like
check
playing
it
a
out
game.
at some point later, but it was literally a few dollars for a bunch of games.
Dude, why am I defending you, mister? Get Ark, and then you never fucking play it with me, piece of shit.
But I barely. It's my fault. I barely have time to do shit.
I know.
I updated it before we started playing. I would get on, but we can't play at the same time.
No.
And I'm going to fucking Memphis tomorrow.
Why are they trying to murder you?
I don't know, but I'm not leaving the airport, so they can't get me now.
You know, you always say
Get
that.
me tomorrow.
In the ghetto, and his mama cried.
It can't be that ghetto-y. I feel like that's a big city, right?
It's
It's in Tennessee. I automatically assume the people there have poor dental hygiene and are not quite as adverse as we are to putting their dick into family members.
You know what? I bet you there's some cool shit over there, dude.
Bet you I ain't gonna see it tomorrow.
Cat, I swear to God, Cat.
Go check out the museum where MLK got his fucking brain crushed in with a fucking mallet.
God, was that in Memphis?
I don't know, probably. It sounds like a city he'd be in.
Graceland is there apparently with Elvis.
Go see where he fucked that 14-year-old.
So what you're saying is that when he's talking about in the ghetto, he's speaking locally.
Yes.
And when his mama's crying, it's because of his actions to that cat.
I'm kind of glad he died on the shitter.
Me too.
Buffoon!
Indignity, he has it.
Yeah, I got 3 things to do over there. Hopefully it all takes like fucking an hour, and then I'm gonna rebook my flight and get the fastest flight out of fucking Memphis.
Let me go hence unharmed.
Yeah, good luck with that. And I mean that sincerely. That is not. I've been there once on a layover for hockey, I think, and the place was weird, and we got weird looks. I was there with my black cousin, and they thought it was weird, I guess, that we were cousins.
That's because you're Jewish. Yeah, I'd find that weird too.
No, they didn't know that we were
Really?
Jewish.
They
and
make
I'm
them
kinda glad
Jewish?
and I'm kind of glad they didn't.
Well, to be fair, unless you were wearing.
Sound!
Because they were giving him weird looks, and then when I think my sister said to someone, "Oh, he's just our cousin, don't worry," they started giving the rest of us weird looks for having a black cousin.
No, it's just the Jewish part, you know? He's a Drake.
Again, there was absolutely no Jewish involved
I think
in
it's just you
that.
being
The
white
word
and
Jew
having a
was
black
not-
cousin.
Yes, that was what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Eggard!
That was the point. That there was absolutely no point in which being Jewish was brought up during that.
Is your cousin Jewish?
You really have no fucking.
I just thought that was a good question to ask. I'm just asking questions. Listen,
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna drink my water now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you guys are gonna make Jew jokes, at least make them good. That was a really dumb segue.
What do you mean? I didn't even make a joke. I just asked a question.
I've lost a little bit of respect for your ability to make Jew jokes.
What do you mean? I just asked a
It
question.
wasn't a joke. It was just kind of funny.
It's an observation. I'm like Seinfeld.
That's not a compliment.
Seinfeld's Jewish too, isn't he?
No clue. Don't care.
You know, there's a bunch of people that like didn't know it was like Muslim or fucking Jewish Hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
They just walk among us.
Right?
Don't say it
Those
like
void
that,
people.
you piece of shit. Walker. That's. You know, are you okay? Ben's not the game.
Stay in the hand, good
I'm not gonna
sire.
stand
Let
for
us
this
not
racism.
What racism? What
Stood for
were
it,
you
though.
saying? Wait, so you're sitting down for it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll sit down for it.
Knauser!
I'm coping. Give me a few.
Oh, I'll cope. Let me go cope. I love coping. Shit.
Are you
That's what I
seething
cope
too?
all the time. Yeah, I'm fine.
Get
Is there
stabbed.
any game that we could play while we play D&D, or no?
Yeah, half sword. I'm just murdering motherfuckers.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I was downloading again. Alright, sorry.
Clover Pit is also another good choice.
I just got like
Yeah, it's like the shotgun suicide game, but with like roulette instead of Russian.
I
roulette.
bought a game called RB There Yet. It seems pretty okay.
You know... Oh, that's what I could do. No, I think that has story. I was gonna say Clone Drone and Danger Zone. Sort of like half sorting. But...
I usually either play Age of Mythology with mods or some airship game because they are light enough on my computer that I can run them at the same time as Tabletop Sim.
Are we using tabletops in this one?
Well, it depends on what you guys end up doing. Last
Culture.
time you guys had gone to the Rumble Ring, Aztec picked up a stalker, and
No.
no, that you picked up a nemesis.
Yes.
Blasthead picked up a stalker.
Yes.
Some neck.
Okay. Now we have to find out how to kick this bootleg Dr. Xavier's ass.
I'm still saying we... Dr. Xavier.
Ah. So you guys came back from the Rumble Ring. You encountered these two people at the Rumble Ring, but they don't seem to have followed you back. Except the creepy lady. On the ride back in the air car, you kept seeing her staring at you from different rooftops. You have no idea what she's doing, but when you looked back, it wasn't her anymore. It was some dude in a cloak.
Oh yeah, there was some weird cultist shit going on too. Forgot about that.
Dolt! Rauche! Varlet!
Okay.
Lauster!
The cult was looking at him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coward!
Well,
Swipe!
I guess I will. Yeah, we guess we're at a house, right? Did we decide we're sleeping or are we?
Speaking of which, now is time. You guys had commissioned a few sessions ago a Kamui-like space to serve as your guys' headquarters. The techies were working on it, and I am happy to tell you, as your head tech analyst comes out, waves you guys over, and brings you over to a doorway and says, "Oh, hey guys. It is Leroy the Cambion. I finished up that liminal space you guys wanted." He brings you over to the doorway, pushes a few buttons, and ushers you guys inside.
Before I go inside, I want to look around where the most stalkerish spot to be is and flip my finger.
You don't see her.
I know I don't see it, but I'm just doing like Like, where would be the best spot
There's
for her?
a close window, but again, the windows here are more. What do you call it?
We seeking no quarrel with thee.
They're
and we
more
kill.
view screens that show things than actual like windows themselves
I
for
see.
security purposes.
I'll do a 360 then.
Squandrel.
With my finger up before I enter then.
Leroy gives you a weird look, but doesn't make a move to say anything or stop you from doing anything. As you guys enter into the liminal time space, Artie, you feel especially connected to this space as you were the one who put in the most points for this.
Wait, did this connect to my butthole?
Not yet, but you can
Okay.
with enough points.
A temporal butthole dimension. Oh, it's the
tech-
pocket dimension.
It's a liminal. It's a liminal space.
The prison pocket.
I forgot why we made this for.
For you and Aztec's purposes, cat. 1 second.
You know, I'm pretty sure I could just make my own fucking dimension.
I'm gonna switch to my phone.
Yes, but this one is fairly permanent. I'll wait for Aztec before we
No,
go
you're
through
good.
the details. I don't want to go through them twice.
You will. There's no what you call it? Ew. Well, I'm a liar.
Really pissing me off already, cat.
What's my dog doing? Being cutie, really. Actually,
What?
No, my doesn't hold charging.
Can any of you guys understand what he's saying?
No.
I was saying my vape doesn't hold the charge anymore, but I was also walking away when I said it. I'm here. You're good. If you're here, unless you're dealing with your cat.
No, just one moment. I'm taking a hit and then pulling my notes back up.
Yeah. Does this liminal space have a? Is this where I get all my metals and shit, or no? Or is this the base that we wanted?
This is the base.
Not that. Pretty sure that metal thing I can't actually enter.
Swipe.
That one was as cheap as it is because you can't actually enter it.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It is literally only big enough to make an ingot or two, and then have you pull it out.
How fast does that like regenerate? Like, how fast do I have access to like? Because like
Once every 6 seconds, it takes an action.
Okay. So I am going to spend my free time while we are off missions, just infusing metals.
Well, let me finish telling you what's in this place first, before you start
Sure.
telling me what your off-time activity is. So, first off, it's a liminal timescape. Artie, you control the time. The only stipulation is no reversing time. You can slow it down, speed it up, or even freeze it. Modular spaces. All three of you guys have the ability to pick and choose what space goes where. If you don't like how a park looks in one area, rip it out, put it somewhere else. If this room looks weird over there, will it to be on the other side of the hallway. Limited reality control. All three of you have reality control over mostly non-living things.
okay.
That is a specific thing that needed to be said because there is actually a servant race inside. They number about 1,000 individuals, and they are completely loyal to the three of you. They physically cannot say no when asked or commanded to do something. They are gem elementals with cybernetics.
I thought those were in my asshole.
No, you're... This is a completely different power and pool from any of that stuff. This Kamui space is the HQ that you sunk points into that I told you we'd eventually be able to link to that.
Okay. So we have our own child labor factory.
They are more loyal to Artie than you guys because he put more points in. It was already meant to be a party HQ, and Artie sunk some of his individual points to upgrade it further. So while it does belong to you, Artie has more control than you guys because he actually sank XP into it.
Like, obviously, Artie commands over all ours. Like, if I ask them to start saying racial slurs towards Artie, and he says no, he'll be...
Odds are they'll be very confused because they'll have some form of reverence towards both of you, like living gods. And you might just break their psyches by having one living god tell them to call names to another living god that they like better. You can think of these as a semi-sentient race. They are intelligent enough to interact with, but if you try to take them out of this liminal space, they crumble.
Okay.
They are a servitor race that does not and cannot exist outside of this space. Leroy looks at you guys. You're in some sort of entrance hall where it seems like there's several archways. Each of them has what looks like a button or a screen next to it. And with his little PDA, he shows you guys that it's just multiple entrances and exits. You walk up to the little pad, you touch the destination you want to go to, and then you walk through the portal. Simple, easy, intuitive.
So Artie has the time controls, right?
Yes, he specifically wanted to add that as a feature, and that was part of what he wanted when he added the XP into it. So he specifically has control over that feature.
Yeah. Artie, could you make me a little room that has like as slow as time as possible?
Can I make a control module for that room?
The modular spaces upgrade allows you to do stuff like that, where you create a space where time flows differently, or like gravity's different, or something like that. So yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I just want to, I want to give it only us access to it, and while you're in that space, you can slow down or do whatever you want.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to head in there and slow down time so I can start just fueling my fucking metal mines, man.
You head inside, and since you didn't specify, it takes the form of a samurai-style training dojo, complete with wooden training weapons lining the walls and everything, with one exception. A futuristic-looking pedestal with a screen mounted to it is there. On the screen, you see a holographic display that gives you gravity, time control, quite a few other things that are reality bending for training purposes.
I also want a statue in there. That's just me goating.
There's also a statue in there, him goateeing.
I'm going to...
I'm entering in there as well, but I'm on my own little space, so pitch black. With only a bunch of void energy in there. As I want to try something.
how much gravity could I handle if I use my like at my base?
One moment. You actually need a separate upgrade blast heads to the HQ to flood a room with something like void energy.
How much would that be?
I could do it for a point.
What point?
A point. One single point.
How much points I got? 4. Oh yeah, I could do that.
Not a hero point, one of your power points.
Yeah, I got 4.
Okay, good. Yeah, then I can add that energy saturation where you guys can flood different chambers with different energies.
Yes.
That should help you guys too. Yeah, I'll do that. Because it'll help my training out to flood and void energy into your room.
Well, it can help for other things, like if they're doing, you know, fire-based enchanting, then flooding the room with fire-based energy is probably a good thing, as long as people can handle the temperature.
Yeah. Obviously, if I need to give them permission to use it, I will. But I don't know if that's necessary or not.
This is an overarching upgrade, not just to these training rooms, but to your HQ as a whole.
No, that's fine.
So you could technically do this. If you wanted to be a dick, you could flood, you know, Aztec's training room with cold energy for funsy.
If you do that, I can. I would say flood it with heat, and then I don't think I can get residual heat. I think it's just heat double check.
And as far as what you were asking, Aztec, it depends on where your buff is at.
Gotcha. Because I just said base, because it's fine. I just want to slow down time, maybe double the gravity, and I want to start basically.
Okay, you continue. I'll
Do you know how my power's working up then, or no? Do you know what I want to do, or should I explain it?
You want to sit there in your time chamber, building up stress and all that other stuff, and dumping as many things as you can into your ingots to charge them.
To charge them, and then I'm going to eat those ingots, which gives me 10 times the amount of whatever I was storing.
But you don't eat them right away. You eat them like when you need them, right?
No, I'm going to eat them right away. It gives me 10 times, and then I'm going to store those. I'm just going to rinse and repeat. It's how that dude kept himself alive in my book. So I could store the energy, eat it, and then I get 10 times the energy, and then I'm dumping that into more metal mines. It takes time. That's why I wanted to slow down time. So I'm just rinsing and repeating to get stronger. It's my in-universe way to not run out of the charged metals. I just want to do this as like a training session every time I come back to when we're off mission.
Okay.
That way I can use my powers to the full extent without having to do resource management in my head. Even though I know you said I didn't have to do that, this doesn't work for me.
Well, since you can quite literally not just slow down the timescape in that room, but pause it. There's not really an upper limit on that. Not with the way you're.
There's also no upper limit on my the charged metals thing. So if I could pause it, then that's fine. Then that.
Well, no, I'm saying that this is us coming full circle with your ability that we discussed at the beginning.
Yeah.
You being able to create the metal and then cycling power through it.
Yeah.
You now have everything you need to do what we talked about with no upper limit.
Exactly. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
I was just sorry if that was confusing or I was doubting or something. I was just confirming that yes, we did arrive at that point.
Yeah. No. We're here now. Finally, I can. Because all that shit I did at the games or the when we went out for the I want to be able to do that. I just didn't want to have to worry about resources. But
that's fine. Just know that I don't have to pull my punches against you anymore either.
Yeah, you're fine.
I literally made that a milestone. Once you didn't have to worry about your logistics anymore, I got to start being mean to you.
Hey, you're good. I could take it.
I want to see if I can create with my level 7 now, I want to see the upper limit of what I can create with pure brute monster. like a full like Lovecraft feel to it. In the room with void energy and
Too
everything,
much has
upper
been
limit.
lost. Why loss and more?
Power level 7, Greater Shoggoth. Do you know what a Shoggoth is?
No idea.
That's what Aztec is.
That's mean. That's really mean.
What's a Shoggoth?
If you send me the...
I'm looking for a proper picture right now.
Okay, cool.
For the love of God, do me no harm. Take God my plea, and weigh me kindness on the forbearance.
I can hear someone's music.
No!
Think you're Australian television.
That's body.
No.
Oh yeah, the baby's watching Rio. I'm sorry.
That's it.
Rio's a good movie. That's a good movie. I can't lie. I thought you were about to say Cocomelon or something like that.
Why? 'Cause I'm Mexican, you piece of shit.
No, because it's a child.
It's a cocoa melon, not cocoa, you
Which
fucking
I
asshole.
was
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is a Shoggoth. The HP Lovecraft type monster that's nothing but tentacles, eyes, and teeth-filled mouths. That is a Shoggoth.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it is exactly what I wanted. Just a full, like, hideous fucking monster.
I don't have to tell you the rest of its stats, but what I will tell you is that this thing has a unique property called Devour. It is heroic. It is not a minion or anything like that. As long as you have it around, it will not lose biomass. Instead of taking health damage, it loses biomass. After it kills something, it will devour it with its many mouths and add their biomass to its biomass. So long as it does not run out of biomass or gets desummoned by you, it can continue to grow without an upper limit. There is a mild amount of lore in the back of your head. You know that this is not a creature you created. This is an existing creature in the greater multiverse. These things have been known when they've grown out of hand to devour entire solar systems.
Let's see. How's it? I'm gonna test out how my summonings work with void stuff. Like if the environment's filled with void energy, if my summons act any different.
It doesn't seem like it. They seem, from the link between you and them, the mental link, you can tell that they're pretty content in this region. Or at least this one is, but it doesn't seem to be having any actual effect on it other than just being a welcoming environment.
Okay.
It's like asking us if a normal sunny day is going to give us any buffs.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna start flooding the room with different type of energy, see if how it reacts to it.
It seems somewhat disappointed. However, as you watch, you see that it seems to be devouring the non-void based energy and expelling from a different mouth void energy. It seems to be converting the energy at a 2-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
And now it suddenly clicks why these things are capable of destroying entire worlds. They seem to not only take in the biomass, but the mana of the surrounding world and convert it into void mana.
Okay. Well, I'm going to dispel it at this point.
You hear the slight sound of disappointment coming from one of its mouths as you do.
Before that, I'm like, I'll respawn you when the time's right. You'll have your face. Don't worry.
It still makes a disappointed sound.
Do me no harm, but let me
It's not
live.
mad at you. It's just disappointed.
Because of my...
That's even worse. And then my last bit I want to do is see if I can, because I know there's like a voice in my head, or like the things that send me ideas. So I want to meditate in that void fill room. See if I can somehow reach that.
Roll intelligence for me, please. Or
Intelligence?
actually, I will allow you to do awareness as well if you want.
Awareness? Okay.
One or the other, not both.
It's too late to put my luck one on, right?
What?
To put my luck summoning on?
You have the luck feat?
The summoning that gives me charisma and shit. It gives me also lucky points. All that shit, right? It was...
Yeah, it's too late for that.
Yeah, I thought so. It's kind of like guidance. You have to do it beforehand.
You can do it, but you'd have to stop what you're doing, put it on, and then since you're repeating a check right after you just tried it, the difficulty would scale up by 1 degree. That's what if you fail a check, you can repeat it, but it scales the difficulty.
Yeah, I have... It's an 8 on the dice roll. It would be... Awareness is... I have 8 awareness, so it'd be 16.
You feel something on the edge of your consciousness. It seems dormant at the moment. However, you get an impression of something similar to the Shoggoth, but much, much bigger.
I see. I will have that at the back of my head, so... Much bigger than the Shoggoth, okay. Yeah, I'll keep that in my notes. Yeah, that's it for me.
You feel a sense of connection between this thing and you? As if once you understand enough that you could reach out and touch each other's minds at will.
Okay.
You don't seem to be quite there yet.
Okay, cool.
As soon as you come to this conclusion, all the void energy inside of your chamber stirs and starts swirling around you. Nothing else happens, but it stirred up the void energy.
Okay. Nice to know. Okay. If any do you need to do anything else? Go for it now, I'm finished.
Artie? Do you have anything you want to do in your hidey hole?
In my safe space? Sorry.
See, somebody gets me. Bulletproof windows, troll safe doors.
No, I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna go into my asshole dimension by myself, and I'm gonna start fucking around with my portal.
You're gonna go fuck around in your asshole?
Yeah, I'm just gonna train my portals.
See, you're lucky there are no cameras here, but I hope they have cameras in here.
You can't do that properly yet, Artie. That's what this space is. The next upgrade is to connect the two spaces. As of right now, the stuff in your butthole is all incredibly lethal.
Wait, what?
The way you built this power is you can't do that yet. That's the next upgrade to the HQ, is linking those two liminal spaces together.
I thought there was already a space in my butthole.
There is, but it's incredibly lethal to anything that enters, and if you physically enter, there's no way out.
Wait, so that's the only way to kill Artie is to put him in his butthole?
I wouldn't kill him. You could still
Just that?
rescue him with some sort of extra dimensional guy. You could
Gotcha.
probably pull it off with your nonsense.
I thought I had an
I was
exit
about to say,
point.
I might be able to just save him if he does it.
Hold on, he already was asking a question.
I
Hold
thought
on.
I had exit points to it.
Yes, it has exit points that you create on the surface of your body. You have 3 anchor points that you can set, but as far as I know, you have not set any of them.
You might be able to set anchor point in here.
Once I have one more point to stick into HQ for you, that would give me 5 more points to spend on your HQ. That would allow me to link the 2 spaces together and allow you to move freely between them.
You said you need 1 more point?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I have 1 more point.
Which would give you the option of when you suck people into whatever you're doing, you now have the option to dump them out somewhere safe like a prison cell or into the normal destructive space that condenses them into an infinitesimally small point to then be used as a laser beam once you fire them out. Essentially, part of that space is a singularity.
Well, listen, I'll
designed
give you
to
my
turn
last
those
point.
people
You
into a
take
weapon.
that, and yeah, let's link up. Let's go ahead and do that. Why are we fucking
Awesome.
around?
You now have a modular, time-controlled, fucking servitor-filled Kamui space linked to your butthole.
Woot.
Woot indeed.
Would it cost points if could I upgrade my power so I could use it as a reaction or something, or no?
1 point per rank flat to be allowed to be used as a reaction. So if you have a power at rank 7 and you want to do that, you need to put 7 extra points flat into it.
Oh,
If it's a rank 3 power, then you need 3 extra points and so on. Stuff like that is doable, but expensive.
gotcha. Like have to burn.
I had a samurai build that was basically a bubble of perception that did that. It was a super expensive sword strike power that
Might we not rid them
linked to
of
his
our
perception and let me do things as a reaction. It was super expensive. It was the only power he had, but with a single sword, he could just make a bubble of nope around him.
1 rank per point.
No matter how many attacks came at him in one turn, he could just keep reacting.
Mercy on me. I stand believe.
How
Is-
fast can I go into this
For the love
liminal
of
space?
God, thy godness, grant
Ugh.
let me behind
For you, with the way that the power is built, I have no specification, which means instantly. As soon as you cast the power, and the power takes an action, which means every 6 seconds, you can instantly flip back and forth.
So,
Hey.
like, let's say I'm getting hit by an
grant me
enemy.
leave to live, but let me live. Show me kindness on the
You could spend a luck point and blip out.
Let me go hands unharmed.
Zones.
Let not think
Again, if you want to use that power as a reaction, then you'd need to add the stipulation that I told Aztec here,
Okay.
do me no harm, but let me live.
or you could just spend a hero point to use it right then.
Hand be heavy upon me. I pray, let me go hands unharmed. For the love of God, do me no harm, but let me live.
Dart.
No,
Oh, and you guys have not adjusted the timescape in the area in general.
do me no harm, but let me
So for most of the region inside your little space, which is about the size of the moon,
godness, grant me leave to live. No, be not
except it is like the inside of a sphere with gravity pressing you to the inside, rather than being on the outside of the sphere.
You know,
Okay.
my
For the,
couch.
since it hasn't been tweaked by Artie anywhere except the training room that Aztec is in, which he gave control to for that room, It is at a 1-to-1 ratio currently.
We should probably have this be a slow down space, right? Where this time flies slow outside.
Can I completely stop time?
Yes.
And have my gem people move like they're moving through time?
Yes. Not sure what moving through time looks like, but they can dramatize it like they're walking through thick water or something.
No, just move like normal pace, but with no time around them.
Yeah. It doesn't freeze everything in the realm when you do that. They can do that with reality control. What it
I
does
also want to invert
is
the
that
colors of
on
the sky.
That's fine.
Like a Polaroid.
What do you call it? What it is that time outside is paused. When you say you're pausing time in here, it means time outside is essentially paused for you. You could walk in, live a year in here, and then walk out, and it will be the same moment you left.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily save me if I needed to save me.
Say again?
That won't necessarily save me.
I mean, you could pop in, heal yourself after in the middle of a fight, and then pop back in the exact same moment with like 20 different gadgets cued out to beat the one guy. You could get a training montage in.
Can I make... Oh my god. Can I make
Wait,
an infinite hole with a bunch of spikes in it as it goes down? I can launch people into it and see how far they get before they disintegrate?
Not infinite, but what you can do is have a portal at the bottom and a portal at the top. And when you toss them in, you just turn on the portal at the top and it keeps looping them.
Oh, yeah.
You can do that just with your reality control. You don't need any special powers or anything for that.
You know what you need as well? You need to put like images or like music there that's really bad. So
It would be hilarious to rickroll them the entire way down.
Ben, do you have a list of the points that I should have for my skill points? Because I think I have it right, but this character sheet says it's like fucking 27 days old, so I'm not sure.
I haven't put a single point into my character. It's all been into the...
You guys should have a grand. You guys should have a grand total of 12 skill points beyond what you started with at power level 8.
Okay, and I've used some, so okay.
Yeah.
So if I have sorry, go on.
No, sorry. Continue.
Oh no, so if I have 8 skill points, how many, if I use that to make I don't know, like healing or speed, like compounding healing or compounding speed or reaction, it would take like 8 skill points to get up to that rank, like for rank 8 basically.
Where you would luck out, Aztec, would be you would only need to change the root variable power.
Okay.
Not each individual power. Because in order for you to actually switch the powers on the fly or use them as the reactions you want, you would need to do that to the root power anyway. And if the root power itself is the reaction power, then that's not an issue. So what rank is your root power at?
I believe 8.
8? So it would take 8 points to make that singular one a reaction.
So basically all my powers.
Hold up.
A third of your powers, because there's the compounding and the other one.
Okay, so I just
each of them is
okay, I see what you mean.
each of them is their own root power, and at this point, it would take 8 points. Plus, you're adding an additional +1 to the cost of each rank after that.
Am I missing something here? I'm only on I'm on 135 points total.
Huh?
Did I put... Because 12 more, we start off 120, right? I put.
Are you counting the free features that I gave you guys without needing the points? Because if I remember correctly, there was wealthy, there was...
No, I've been keeping track of like total points. Like I have like. We got points from the side mission, right? From there.
Check my notes.
Because I'm just making sure I'm not, like, I could take the free away. I still have free understanding.
No, I'm double checking my notes because if you guys are 15 points above 120, then you should be at power level 9. Did I tell you to increase power level last time?
No.
Yeah.
Did you?
So. I'm at power level 9 right now.
Oh, well, fuck. Okay.
Well, okay, he wouldn't have done that if I didn't tell him to.
Alright. I didn't. Okay. So, does that mean just the rank of all my powers go up? By 1 level?
No, the potential of the rank of powers goes up, including your, adjusted attributes, the, strength and all that stuff. None of that stuff goes up by default. Its maximum value goes up.
Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was not cheating or anything.
Here it is, right in my notes. Yeah, no, you're at power level 9.
Power level 9. Okay. So I don't really have to change much on my sheet for that.
And Artie, you weren't there, so you'd be adding an extra 3 points to your sheet.
3 points?
Yes, if you were at 12, and he just corrected me that you were at 15, which my notes corroborate here, that means you're missing 3 skill points. Which makes sense because you were gone.
And you power level 9.
Maybe I am at 12?
What?
So I said maybe I am at 12. When was our last session? Was it on the 1st? Because I don't think I saved this sheet.
I don't recall. You should have a total of 135 points. Plus 3 extra features that should have been 1 point each. And some of you sunk points. Already, you've sunk a total of 7 points into the HQ so far. Aztec has sunk 0, and Blast has sunk 1. And that's not counting the 25 base points you guys started with.
I should put that on there so I don't get confused on what I spent points on.
Yes. That is why I'm taking notes.
I've been having it on a Google Doc.
I have it on a physical notebook here that I'm writing in.
Yeah, I have it on a Google Doc. My shit.
Oh, there. Probably.
1
Okay.
points.
I would.
I'm gonna be kind. Does the gem people like a certain type of energy?
Not technically alive, they're more like the automatons. They don't really like anything, they're there to be a servitor race, and they are very good at gem cutting, smithing, and enchanting.
I would give them.
So now you guys have somebody to give you gear who's tech-based, and some people to give you gear who are, like, magic-based.
Yes. Hold up. I want them to make. I'm got all of them to make me a sword that can cut through nullification. It just in character. Even if it's not possible in character, my character would ask. So.
They tilt their head at you, clearly confused as to how they're supposed to make a weapon with no resources. No
What do you need?
outside resources. If they can't make the resources in here, or it will just disappear when it leaves here. They need outside resources to be brought in so that they can work on them. It will take a little while depending on how the timescape moves. And then they will be able to produce as close to the object you desire as they can get.
Well, I'm going to resume timeouts. Anyway, that's Artie's. Artie, are you giving us?
He gave it to you in the training chamber. But for the workshops and stuff, yeah, that's Artie's control. He has to have some benefit for having sunk literally 6 times the amount of points you did.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, 7 times actually.
I just need him to, because I can't contact mismanagement if mismanagement is frozen, right?
Correct. Well, you're in a liminal space. Comms don't work between anyway.
Well, I can.
Even if time, regardless of how time is moving, you would need to step out of this space or set up a signal repeater.
And even if I step out of the space, as long as it's still frozen, technically Artie and Aztec have infinite time in there to do whatever the fuck they want before I can enter back.
Correct.
So I just need time to resume back normal so I can order this shit and enter back into the thing.
You could always just slip a note out of the door.
I guess so. I slip a note towards Artie to let time resume as normal for like at least 10 minutes.
Not what I meant, but okay.
Before you do that, can I make my varial or the compounding pool set reactionary for the 8 points?
Compounding, yes.
All
so
right.
that means you'd have the stuff already charged in there. That's smart, because you'd already have the stuff charged up in there. You'd already have it available. You would just need to trigger the compounding effect and you can trigger that independently of the 2 powers. The powers just have to be available to trigger for you to compound, right?
Yeah. I basically just have to have the steel or the metals I'm compounding.
Yes, they don't have to be currently active for it because as part of the act of compounding can be triggering them.
Yes, exactly. That's why it was so annoying to use before, because it's like it's an action to fucking do it. So
yes, now you can use it as your reaction, and there are ways to get more reactions. So
awesome. So I could so in theory now I could, like, if I don't know, if someone's shooting at me, I could react, compound steel, and just dodge like flash speed.
It would be better for you to just toughen yourself and take it.
That's it.
At this point, you still only have the 1 reaction per turn. There are ways around that.
Okay.
But you would want to use that reaction to do something that could cover you from multiple attacks.
Gotcha. So I could use it to compound pewter and just be like hold strong, so it won't matter.
Yes.
Cool.
That would be the better. You could do either, but one is far better than the other because you can only trigger that dodge once until your turn rolls back around.
Gotcha.
That speed is still active, so if you end up getting an extra action or something like that, that speed would still be active on your character, but it's still not your turn and you used your reaction. Unless you had something prepared already, like, oh, I used my action before that to prepare the dodge, anything that comes my way, then that's not viable. If you do that, then yeah, I'd allow that. You just become super fast and you get a reaction for everything because you spent your action on your turn saying that I'm prepping to do this for the next turn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
That was what... Good.
Sorry. I can make you faster.
How so?
I can make a speed boosting summon.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, you can. I think you did that last time.
No, I did.
Oh no, it was damage. It was damage.
At a certain point, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, I'm already fucking fast.
It's just if he has the power I don't think you understand just how broken this little cycle made him and why I'm letting both you and Artie get away with nonsense like a greater Shoggoth and stuff like that. Artie is now a reality bender.
Speaking of terms, not of swears.
I was just trying to like do shit with that. I know. My main thing was the second bit, but I'm like, okay, I can see what I can do with level 7.
You left it up to me, so I gave you a greater Shoggoth.
Yeah.
Something that could end an entire solar system if left unchecked. Which, to be fair, in a world like this, it's going to be hard-pressed to, considering how many heroes and villains would put an absolute fucking nope to that thing as soon as they saw it eat a building. Well, more like the building full of people. It would just kind of wrap itself around the building like a lattice work, and then spread out from there, you know?
I wonder.
I kind of want to see that happen.
You can always stick it up.
Is it organic things or...
Organic things it eats, and you desummon it, it returns it back to its standard biomass.
Could it eat things and not kill them?
Huh?
Could it eat things and not kill them?
No.
Oh.
Could it eat things that are in here and grow mass in here, then I can release it?
Technically, no.
Ooh. Does he control it completely? Like, if it surrounds the building, could it only eat who he wants?
Yes.
Bro, you should send that to
Again, it's not like a stomach or anything. It's a bunch of writhing tentacles with eyes and mouths. You would have to actually have it grab somebody and bring them to one of the mouths to eat it. It's not like they die just from being near. I mean, they can. It has a noxious breath it can use, but that's
Can we put
a
him?
different story.
Can we put him in a cage in my butthole and we can just drop enemies into it?
Yes, you could. But it seems impractical because you'd have to be taking up one of his level 7 slots the whole time.
My only level 7, by the way.
Huh?
My only level 7 slot.
Only one?
No, I only have one.
Okay. It was the other ones you got up to 6. That's right. That's right.
I'll be right back.
Can I Do I have the power to create inside of the Pocket Universe?
Yes, but if you want those creations to persist outside of the universe, you must bring in the raw materials first from the outside. That is why you have a bunch of workers that are good with metallurgy, gem cutting, and enchanting, so that you can drag a bunch of materials in there, have them work on stuff, and then bring those out as finished products.
Okay, I have
Can I upgrade those gem dudes? Like, can I put the 3 missing skill points apparently that I didn't know about into upgrading them to send out drones to find material? I'm
gonna point something out right now. Again, HQ follows the same rule as equipment, which means 1 point being sunk into it is the equivalent of 5 points that I can spend on the HQ. On top of that, you guys are already at an HQ of 8. Normally, for other powers, it stops at your power level, but stuff like HQ or your gadget level or something like that, while the gadgets themselves are capped at your level, your ability to put points into the thing that gives you more points to spend on gadgets is not. So this can continue as long as you guys spend points into it. But if you're spending 3 points on them, you're giving me 15 points to spend on your gem workers.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, but I would assume, but I would assume it would upgrade their ability to craft.
Significantly. I just want to be sure that you want me to allocate those because that would be a significant boon to them.
Yeah, I want to upgrade their ability to defend themselves, to craft, and to gather resources passively.
Oh yeah, Artie, I wanted you to resume time again as normal so I can leave. to come back?
I give them limited time control.
They already have temporal inertia.
Okay. No, there you go. You can do it yourself.
Okay. I'll resume time.
Oh, you're talking about him? I thought you meant the golems. No, yeah. Go ahead.
I will resume time, and I'll leave the thing. I'll call it mismanagement, as I will say, give me. I want to order a bunch of shit to make a bunch of magical items, whatever. Like I don't know what they need. Just give me a bunch of shit. I don't care if it's fucking virgin blood, virgin tears, dragon heart. Just order it.
It's kind of what I'm upgrading them to do.
She raises her eyebrow at you and says, "And who's going to pay for this?"
You guys are, of
Yeah.
course.
You're still in your pocket realm.
We have money.
Yeah. You guys need money? I got money.
We have.
Oh, yeah,
money.
I'll give you a solid gold. I'll also give you not solid gold. The resources that you need, if anything.
Yeah. Just
Raw metals.
He shrugs and says, "If you're willing to pay for it, you're giving me, just to be clear, you're giving me carte blanche to go out and just buy materials for you, raw materials that are useful for crafting, and then just shoving them into the portal."
Magical items, I think. These gem people do. Yeah, I'm getting slavery. I need any items for slaves that will make magical items.
I walked away for like 2 minutes and you're making a slave farm?
I'm about to upgrade our gems. I just want to see what the extent of that is. Because if we can get like drones to just automatically bring shit in, that would be amazing.
Fair enough.
Hey, you need items in that.
Artie, you see the first dozen drones leave the portal?
Damn, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, you've seen the big Forerunner drones from Halo 3, right? The big ones with the shields up front with like the armatures.
Mm-hmm.
Think of those, but like smaller versions that each have their own dimensional storage inside them. Each armature has what looks like a laser drill on them, and their repulsors look like Magitech, not technology.
Okay.
They seem to have some minor self-defense turrets strapped to their chassis as well, giving them 360-degree coverage.
Our Oxford management. Where would I expect the shipment to be here?
She shrugs and says, "No idea. It's going to take some time. We're not, we're not miracle workers here. We're demons."
Of course.
Oh, no, that's why I asked.
And I don't know, make your request less open-ended, and I'll give you less of an open-ended timetable.
Okay.
You basically just said, "Buy me things, materials, things, slaves, magic things."
And she's like, "Yeah."
Came out using essentially grunts and one-word responses, and you expect me to interpret that in a timely manner? It's my job to manage you, so I wasn't going to say anything or complain, but before you expect miracles from me, keep that in mind. The more specific you are, the easier my job gets.
Well, the gem people weren't very specific. They just said materials.
She sighs dejectedly and says, "Are you seriously comparing me to a set of servitor robots made of magic gems?"
Maybe.
I think the proper term is gem people.
She gives you a single arched eyebrow with her look and says, "Are you seriously going to sit here right now and compare a sentient being to what is essentially a magical golem race?"
Yes, because where I'm from, people were turned into a magical golem race. So I don't know what.
First off, you're not there. Second, if that did happen here, and I'm not saying it did or it didn't, then they would have no rights because golems don't have rights on this world.
They didn't have rights there either.
Jews, as I entered back into the portal.
Say again.
Say that's what the Nazi said to the Jews, and I entered back into the dimension.
Damn.
We have Jews here?
As soon as you step through, you feel a paper airplane hit you on the back of the head, and you turn around, and it's just a picture of a dick slapping you in the face and mismanagement's signature on it. And you sit there dumbfounded because you turn time back to normal. She didn't have time to draw this out and fold it up. That means she had it prepared.
Well, I give her that thing. She's savvy. I will assume time to be freezed again.
Artie, when time freezes, you get the sense through the connection to the place that your drones have frozen as well, the outside ones.
Well, I didn't know about the drone, so I wouldn't actually just freeze the place again. So
Did they freeze along with the time in here?
The time in there is the only thing that's not frozen. That time outside is frozen. Relatively speaking, you're moving so fast in this escape that time may as well be frozen for you. It is effectively paused time.
Not for us though. We're aging.
You
Some of
guys
us.
are essentially moving incredibly fast.
Oh.
I do this all the time.
Yes. So when I'm saying it pauses time on the outside, what I really mean is that it's adjusting the relative time to the outside so that it's as if the outside was paused while you guys here are moving at what you perceive as a normal time. In reality, it's the hyper accelerated time.
Can I direct the drones to look for specific items, or are they just doing their thing?
Right now, they seem to be going in with a pre-programmed set of materials that the golems set up, and it seems to be in an effort to set up some more robust manufacturing.
That's
What
cool.
you can do with the reality control in here is useful for tools, but if they want the best results, then they need to make those tools out of resources from the outside, and that seems to be what they're sending the drones to collect. Things like tungsten, one of the weird ones was
Do they need metal?
void touched uranium. And from what
Can
you
I just
can
generate
tell,
that?
you can generate most metals. Stuff that's like magical metals, no. You
Gotcha.
make normal metals and then turn them magical. If you want to
Gotcha.
hand them over some of your charged up metals to see what they can do with them, then sure, but they're still going to need some other stuff from the outside to do what they want to do.
Sure, I'll give them a sample from my, I guess my ammo kit. Although none of it's charged. Well, I'll just charge up some metals and give them a little sliver of each. How about that?
Sure. I'm assuming you just step into your chamber, pause time, charge up the slivers, and then come back out.
Yep.
I want to. I'm gonna help these golems out too. I'm gonna give them like a. Because I don't know if they could just control the energy, so I'm gonna give them like a remote with the reality thing that can like do different energies. Like if they want to make something cold, they can fly to a room of cold.
They receive it without emotion and then go back to working.
Oh, I dumped 3 points into the Guardians.
No, you dumped 3 points into the golems and the drones, and you wanted them to be able to defend themselves, so now your workers are your guardians.
Yay.
You see that their cybernetics seem to be fancier. When you look closely, you see the gems don't seem as rough as they were before, and they seem to be cut a little more artfully.
Nice.
Okay.
Can I create things from nothing in this pocket universe?
Yes, but you can't take them out. And no living things.
Okay.
That is a separate reality control power.
Can I bring things in here and have them affected by the fake things?
Yes. That's exactly what you're doing when you bring metals in, forge them into enchanted weapons with your gemlings, and then bring them out.
Wait, how many things can he bring in at once?
Can I bring an enemy?
Yes.
Can I imagine a nuke in here and bring an enemy and have him be subject to the nuke in here?
And you could even make it a nuke that only hurts the enemy. It would actually be easy for you considering how your power works.
Wait, how many people can you bring in, or how many things? I thought we wanted to bring in like something large. We were
Yes.
constructing. Yeah, can we just use this to kidnap the building and trap all these kids in here?
You would need a better device for the portal because right now the exterior portal is stationary. Artie can grab things that he touches, but something as large as a building, you would need an actual portal for. He couldn't just grab it and transport it with him.
Could I see if I can
Also, anything that he can suck into his little black hole space, he can now dump anywhere in this realm. So getting sucked into his black hole is no longer a death sentence.
Gotcha.
I mean, for the most part, it's gonna be.
It's a death sentence if he
vary.
wants it to be. It just doesn't have to be.
It's going to be in different ways now instead of just a black hole.
He could drag you into a pit full of snakes or some other bullshit like that.
You should make a room that's just Cyclops' punch dimension. So it's just a beam. You just go in and you're just getting punched to death by punch energy.
I was gonna say
Really
if we wanted like a forge or something, we can just keep a bunch of lava handy and dump our enemies into it.
This is actually gonna be very important for us. I want to see if I can make a summon to, if I can make a summon to. It's like teleportation summon, but so I can go in and out with my own summoning of this space.
No, you would need to create a servitor or a sidekick from the HQ whose sole purpose is to do that. Right now, the only person who can appear and disappear from this realm at will is Artie. And it's because A, he sunk so many points into it, and B, he initially, while building the power, linked the two powers together.
So how long would it take to create a portal that's big enough to,
You'd have to ask the dude who made it in the first place.
Well, I mean, if he was working in here and time was stopped, wouldn't it be instantaneous as long as he had the parts?
I mean,
it could be, but he didn't go in with you guys after the fact. He went in, showed you the initial space, and then left.
No, I know. I'm saying if we had him work on the portal in here, if we brought in all the parts, can he?
He'd be able to do most of it here. There's an unstable bit at the end, which you really don't want it to be inside a liminal space for. But yeah.
Okay, so would that speed up the time?
What do you mean?
The constructing time for the portal.
If by constructing you mean basically instant, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we should go talk to the dude to see if we can get a better portal, so we could just portal the whole X-Men group in here, or the whole fucking building in here, and then they'll think it's like a danger room, but it'll just be worse.
Yeah, but people don't want to live in our liminal space is the issue because we control it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He's not gonna want to because we have full control in there. He's not really free.
No, he's not. No. I'm not saying he's free. I'm saying we'll just remember the danger room? You ever see that episode of X-Men where the danger room went crazy and they were stuck in there and they were getting attacked?
Uh-huh.
Like that. But we're the danger room, and we just kill them. Did we want him on our side or something? I'm sorry.
The dossier does say that they prefer to take the students alive, and for Dr. Javier, alive or dead.
That's what I was saying. I was just gonna kill him. But if we're not gonna kill him, then I guess.
Let's put it this way. Even if they brought him back to give him the Nazi scientist deal, they're unsure that he won't end up in front of a GDIN tribunal anyway. They're not sure they have the clout to prevent that.
Well, then what do you guys want, actually?
Wait, we could, in theory, blow up the roof of the school. I can teleport all the students into this space. like teleport them near us, and we could just kick them into the space, or Artie can suck them in.
How many people can you teleport at once?
How many people can fit through his butthole? Oh, you were asking about him. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, my teleportation summon. I think it's a level 6, but if I have it at level 7, it might be more people.
Um,
At a level 6. Give me a second. Mastermind. You guys really should.
Varlet.
Dude.
Hellway. Now, sir. Bolt.
The Hero's Handbook more. There's a goddamn chart that tells you. It's a lot more than a few people. The only problem is, do you have teleport that says affect others?
Gosh.
It should. Because I
Does
did
it?
teleport it.
Does it have the tag that says affects others?
I don't know if it does or not.
He's
I think,
teleported
yeah.
people before, right?
Yeah. I teleported all of us. I teleported the whole ship. I actually teleported the Aztec.
yeah. I remember that, you fucking asshole.
You do. I made sure you could.
I
Good.
was just asking how many people you can do.
Yeah.
60 cubic foot or 3,200 pounds of people.
Okay. Sounds like a bunch of kids.
Yeah. If we don't have to get all the kids at once. We can just like start taking kids.
I mean, I could run in there and start grabbing kids, but is there a force field or?
You can also move 1,800 feet per teleport. Just under a mile per teleport.
We could set that up. We could set up a mile and then.
Oh, wait, no, that's not. Never mind. 1,800 feet. Because then rank 7 is a half mile, and then rank 8 is a mile.
I think would be a good plan to just put all the kids in here.
Aztec, I'm putting hard caps on certain things. Like, for instance,
Sure.
your speed. I'm capping it at level 20.
Okay,
Because I don't need you moving 8,000 miles every 6 seconds.
fair enough.
Actually, 26 would be my cap for you. 250,000 miles every 6 seconds. I want you to be able to circumnavigate the globe, but not go light speed.
Fair enough.
That's just with phase 1, or is it total? If I even increase the speed, it won't go above that, right?
Correct. In theory, he could get past 30 with the way he runs his powers, and at 30, it's 4 million miles a second. Or every 6 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what I can. What's this?
Also, if you push your strength to rank 30, you're punching with the force of 25,000 kilotons.
Jesus Christ.
But I guess the only.
And if you have a temporal power where you trap someone in a time bubble or something,
You cut out.
you could poke someone at rank 30 and make them live 200 years in an instant.
Okay.
You could fucking Tsukiyomi that bullshit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, shit.
If you have an illusion power or something that can fuck with their perception,
Mm-hmm.
if you crank that up to rank 30 and poke them with it, you can make that illusion last up to 200 years in an instant.
But I have calming powers and anger powers too. Fucking stupid.
I'm going to say that you can make those powers last 200 years at rank 30.
Okay.
They'll just persist for 200 years at rank 30. And then for every +1 after 30, it's a ×2.
Jesus.
So 31's
But I-
400 years, 32 is 800 years. It's exponential growth after 30.
Goddamn.
Okay.
So yeah, just to give you a picture of what power level you guys are at and whatnot, old school Superman, like the one that could fucking move the earth and stuff, would probably be around power level 30. The more modern ones that gets his face kicked in by Darkseid would be like power level 18. Move around 1,000 miles in 6 seconds, punch with the force of 6 kilotons.
Okay. I'm okay. Should we do that plan? Blow up the roof, just start teleporting kids.
It is a sprawling compound with multiple buildings. There's also energy shieldings on the outside, as well as gun turrets surrounding the compound. It is an island off
Oh, guns
the
too.
northern part of South America. And
An
it is an
island?
island. It is an island fortress.
I thought it was on a cliffside.
It is on an island, bristling
Okay.
with guns. At the bottom of the cliff is what looks like a heavily fortified dock that intelligence has shown has quite a few what look like warships docked there. This man has a small private army, a private fleet, and he lives off the coast as a small private king.
Is
So-
there a hold up? Is there a spot that we can drop Artie into?
Just drop me on top of them, and I'll explode all of the connection from their brain to their spine.
Can we fix that?
Pretty sure that makes their organs stop working too, because they need the
Yeah, 'cause
electrical
there's-
signals to
I think-
pass
yeah.
through.
We just need
I
you
could,
to.
wait. If you did that, technically, if you incapacitated all of them, I can go in there and I can collect them all real quick. If we have a healer nearby,
Oh, I wouldn't do
We-
it to the children. I'm pretty sure I'd kill them if I did that.
well,
Yeah.
I'm saying you could incapacitate them without, like, I don't know, like fucking,
Up the legs.
yeah, just fucking make them paraplegic for a bit, pinch their nerves.
I mean, we could always ask them nicely before we do it. Like, hey, we don't want to get gigafucked. Maybe like.
My plan was to just blow up the ground.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, everyone. I am reveling in this moment here. Artie, out of all of you people, is the one who just suggested the peaceful solution first. Let's just take a moment to bask in that.
I mean, at this point, we have such a advantage over them. Like, why don't we just ask them? Like, hey, bro, like, are you sure you want the smoke?
But if
The
they-
only thing I'm going to say is, are you sure you have an advantage?
See, here's my thing. I think the best, like, they don't know we're coming. They might know we're coming. We killed a couple of them maybe in the last fight.
We're also probably infamous about kidnapping children.
To be fair, you were competing for resources, and he doesn't take that kind of thing personally.
So I'm
It's
saying
just
we
business
blow up.
as usual for a guy like him.
Is it like on the edge of a cliff, Ben? Like the compounds and shit?
It is a island where there's a beach shoreline, but the island is steep and it goes up about half a mile, jutting out of the ocean. And there are several buildings, checkpoints, and gun turrets all along it. And near the top of the cliffside is the main compound itself, and that is even more well fortified, as well as the cliffside, which is bristling with gun turrets, both heavy for anti-ship and light for anti-air. That's also bristling with surface-to-air missiles.
Can
and
we
what
flood
looks
it?
like several eldritch emplacements.
Flood
that
it?
look like some sort of magical devices that work like gun turrets.
Is that
And
like-
near the
Flood it? You guys want
shoreline,
to flood it?
hold on, near the shoreline is a dock where there are several of the larger ships that look very technologically advanced and are run by what look like purpose-built cybernetic crews that have appendages specifically for maneuvering about the ship or working on it. At the base of the cliff, there is an open section just under leading to a cave system with what looks like a heavily fortified metal door bristling with more gun turrets. It seems like there are two separate docks, one on the outside and a private dock on the inside. From intel and satellite imagery of ships moving in and out, you know that there's at least half a dozen highly advanced submarines and destroyers inside the fortified part of the dock.
Okay. How about we do
So-
this?
What if
Mhm.
what if I just
Oh, and there's a shield bubble surrounding the area that is a magical, anti-electronic, and what do you call it? Disruption field generator. Any missiles or anything that have gotten fired into there immediately lose their electronic guidance systems. Any magic fired in there that isn't tuned to the right frequency suddenly goes haywire.
Okay.
Okay. I think a
I'm-
tsunami is coming.
What I'm thinking is, this is going to be insane teamwork. We destroy all the systems first. Take their
Hmm.
house off, take their boats off, take their turrets off. And then we can try to do it peacefully after that. But I don't want to risk just going in there saying, oh, you want to do it peacefully, and then get our ass raped. So what I'm
I should-
thinking is,
Okay.
what if we flood it? We
Yeah.
use the pocket dimension to create like a funnel, and we just go to the top of the fucking building and we just flood it with the
I
seawater.
could.
I have a plan, because
Yeah.
as they can make a speed bubble to slow down time around us while also having an normal time in us, so Artie can constantly just explode and explode and explode to just start destroying everything. And then, because the only time that we have is the 6 seconds, but if we can move around, 6 seconds is nothing if
Yeah.
everything is slowed down.
I can't. Well,
I would say flood it with a time speed up and see if maybe aquatic sea creatures that were in there exponentially grow as we're passing it through the pocket universe. We just flood their castle with creatures and water.
so basically, fill up the pocket dimension with the ocean, with water from the ocean, and then empty it
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the top of the hill.
Well, you just do it portal to portal. I'll go in there and create 2 portals.
Oh, and just how? Yeah,
But
and
we'll
just create like
but
a
we'll give
river.
it we'll put them we'll give it like 50 feet of space in between them, and just like fast forward time really fast, so that like whatever the water goes in there gets aged. So if there's anything growing in the water, any small sharks, by the time they get into that building,
Oh shit, that's cool. Hell yeah. But you want to do it inside the building? We have to get inside the building.
Well,
I'd say we can do. I'd say if you're gonna do it like that, we could just flood the
Why not
island.
it's the size of a moon. Your pocket realm, why not just designate an area with a tank and just keep seawater and sea creatures in there running on fast forward as a closed ecosystem?
Yeah, I mean, you could do that too. You could start filling it from.
And you can just do that whenever you want. And all you'd have to worry about is refilling the seawater when you use it.
We could just start putting materials in the thing and let my slog off just eat everything until it's.
I think the best. Well, the best.
I mean, that
I
would
think-
be a self-sustaining farm for his Shoggoth. It's not like it needs to breathe.
Would it just grow?
Yes.
Oh my
Infinitely.
god! You want? Do you want to do that right now?
we'll create an infinite lake inside the pocket dimension.
Yeah, we'll just make
But
a.
you don't have infinite space in there. You can
but
always
it's
upgrade the
size of a
space,
moon.
but it's the size of like the Earth's moon. So you could always set aside an area like the size of a continent and just
Make an Africa.
make
Uh,
it filled with seawater and sea creatures, and then just have that section constantly accelerating. And then you have another area of the sea that the Shoggoth can access, that anything that's living comes out of the accelerated area, starts getting hunted in. The Shoggoth doesn't go into the quote-unquote safe area, and as the quote-unquote safe area gets overcrowded, more and more prey gets shunted into the normal area.
And we can just
That
drop
then-
that thing.
And then that area also gives you the disposable creatures that you could dump on someone's head without having to worry about messing up your ecosystem.
Epic.
The only thing you'd have to worry about is how much overall seawater you have, and you can just snatch more from the ocean. It would not be the first nor the last time that somebody has stolen millions of gallons of seawater. Not in this world.
Yeah, we should do
Yeah,
that.
let's do that. Let's do that.
All right, just drop me into the ocean then, and I'll start sucking it in.
Yeah.
How big do you want the Sloggoth to be? A continent?
Yes, 2 continents.
Just to warn you guys, eventually it's going to get big enough that you're going to attract the attention of other supers. This world has seen enough H.P. Lovecraft nightmares happen, they're not going to ignore a giant Shoggoth.
But we don't have to let it out all the way, right?
No,
we
you can just
trap
open
people.
it and let a Kraken tentacle out to beat around or something.
I can
Frankly,
also-
if it didn't have size varying properties, it can shrink smaller than its total mass. It just can't grow larger than what its mass should dictate. It could just shrink its body down and fuck shit up like that, but it can't fight like that.
Can we also increase the size of the space in the future if we wanted to?
Yeah, you can increase it right now if you want. Right now it is. Let's see. Guys, have your headquarters.
Yeah, I think because I can also order the Sloggoth to get the don't touch the children, destroy the thing, just eat everything other than the children and the professor.
Yeah. Just attack it like that's fucking cool. Hell yeah.
I guess I could collect it with seawater later on.
Well, he would need the seawater and stuff.
No.
You would need the
fill it
farm
with
to get the
seawater now.
Shoggoth that big.
Yeah, fill it with seawater now, and then you have the creatures and shit in there.
All right. So I'll go
That
into
way,
my. I'll
whenever
go
you
into the.
want, you can always let them out and spill them on someone. You just need the portable portal, which the guy's working on for you.
Okay.
And I would I would let them out like how you were gonna do it. How
Can I just?
you
Can I
just
start
let them out
filling
and
it
have a
through
portal
me?
What?
through your
Can I
butthole?
start-
Sure you can. They're linked.
Yeah. Can I start filling it through my butthole?
I mean, you'd have to get to the ocean first, but yeah, it's just a shuttle right away.
Yeah.
Also, it's common knowledge on this world that several government agencies have had to create artificial seawater using different supers' abilities to refill the sea levels back to where they were. Several different villains have stolen seawater over the past centuries.
So stealing
the
seawater is
most-
something people would be looking for.
And yes and no. It's a slap on the wrist crime nowadays, but the most notorious villain that stole the seawater is still living today. He is in space near the Earth's actual moon in a
Excellent.
space station filled with seawater.
I'll as we get out because we're going to the shuttle to move Artie to the ocean. I'll call Miss Management. How much would it cost for a continent full of seawater?
She gives you a blank look and says, "How the fuck would I know that?"
Why are you trying to buy it, bro?
And then she gives you a squinty look and says, "Why? Are you planning to take a continent full of seawater? Because I have to warn you right now, the GDIN's not going to be happy about that."
What if the GDIM didn't know it was us?
She face palms and says, "With the way he just blabbed your plan 2 seconds after walking out, do you really think they're not going to figure it out?" right away?
No.
You could have just walked away without saying anything, and I would have been none the wiser. In fact, I
That's
would have
what I'm
preferred
saying.
that to give myself some fucking plausible deniability.
What's wrong with you?
I just like it was still. I thought we could just buy seawater.
What a fucking continent, bud.
She
Fuck it.
sighs and says, "You can't just take it from the ocean. If you wanted to buy that much seawater, you would have to hire certain supers, ones that are on retainer from certain governments to help whenever bullshit like this happens and they need to replace seawater.
Yeah, fuck it. Why are
Now-
we? Let's just,
Since you told me, I am under legal obligation to let you know that this is a terrible idea. I'm advising you against it, and that if you do carry it out, not to let me know because I will be legally obligated to report you to the GDIN."
Can you tell me what's
Thanks,
the fine?
Bud.
What?
What's the fine?
She shrugs and says, "Depends on how much they like you or dislike you."
Oh, so a lot.
All right, guys, pocket dimension time. I have a game plan.
All right, please. Thank you. I say as I stare.
I want to be in the
what's wrong with
privacy of
you?
a pocket dimension and talk about the fact that I want to steal a section of a glacier and create an ecosystem.
That's
A section of a
actually
glacier.
kind of brilliant.
You're not going to notice
Okay.
a giant chunk of ice missing. Whoever checked on the ice.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Hold
I'm not so sure about that part, but the ecosystem thing is kind of brilliant. I'm not sure if you know exactly why that is, but take a hero point for that.
Hold
No.
up. What if we do? What if we just make water in here? We just need the animals from. in
Then
the
you
water.
wouldn't be able to expel the water out of there. The moment
Yeah,
that
if
the
it's
animals would
created.
come out with the water rushing out, the animals would just appear in midair with no water because the water, having been created in the liminal space, can't exist in the outside world.
Let's create an ecosystem, guys. Imagine the monstrous gem creatures we could make.
Hell yeah. I'm down. Did you want to melt all that water?
No,
Or-
we'll bring in the
what-
ice. We'll bring in the ice. We'll make the we'll do some research on how we can make the planet disperse the ice naturally by itself, and then I'm
He
sure
wants to create a greenhouse effect because it's a hollow fucking sphere. If he puts enough moisture into the general air, it's going to create a greenhouse effect. Which I'm sure was not what he was intending, but it is a thing.
and then now we have a bunch of water that's fast
And it's-
forwarded, and
Plus a bunch of outside fucking germs and stuff that are being spread into the ecosystem so that they're not isolated and will die as soon as they step outside from fucking 100 diseases. On top of that, if you bring all the parts of the ecosystem from outside in, the plants, the animals, and let them propagate that way, then there's nothing saying that you can't start unleashing new species of monsters on the world.
exactly.
He's
Fair
creating an actual ecosystem, the only part of which being artificial would be the greenhouse, so to speak, the container.
Okay.
Do we know how void monsters multiply?
By eating non-void monsters.
Like the
And
infinite
that
supply we're
includes
about to
people
have.
and stuff.
Yeah,
that
that
includes
gives more of an
people and stuff,
incentive to
too.
release your creature in here because like you just
Yeah.
feed on the other gem creatures that we're bringing in from the outside.
And we can make void babies?
Well, okay, the gem creatures are in here. The regular creatures we brought in from the outside would probably get changed over time to be more like the gem creatures.
Where can we find a giant enough glacier with enough biodiversity?
There's always the Ice King's Palace.
Who's the Ice King?
There's a section of Norway and Sweden that was taken over by a despot. Around this era's World War II, a Swedish man took over the Swedish government, rolled over Norway, and then betrayed both the West and attacked Nazi Germany people, and carved out Sweden and Norway into the Kingdom of Winter.
And we can just get free ice from there.
Is he alive?
Yes, and his borders are usually closed off to everyone with an extreme pain of death. His people are insanely loyal to him. They are very low tech, but very powerful ice sorcerers. They are reminiscent of some of the old Nordic tribes that would live in the heavily snowed in areas. Longhouses, axes, stuff like that. But they pray to ancestral spirits of ice and snow and clad themselves in ice armor and clad their weapons in frost. There is an infinite supply of ice from there. Only problem is convincing them to part with any of it. The region hates them because their patrols go well outside of their own borders to keep people well away from their borders.
Could we maybe send a message there? I could put my luck summon on one of you guys, and we can just like a present summon. It would be. I'm pretty sure.
Just what? Ask to go over or buy some ice?
Yeah. Maybe want them to further. I can offer them some tentacles.
Even your Shoggoth looks at you strangely. Oh wait, you desummoned him, sorry.
Shush butters.
You sense, even though the Shoggoth is desummoned, a sense of judgment coming from your connection to it. Which, oddly enough, hasn't seemed to go away. You are not sure what this means. All the other summons you've used, as soon as you despawn them, the connection goes away.
Obviously not yours tentacles. Really, connection.
You get the sense that it's eating.
Eating? Okay. That won't come into play later.
You get the flash of an image of it running through what looks like a small forest with what looks like squirrel people with diminutive buildings that are actually squirrel size as it moves through, acting like a Godzilla creature, devouring them as they run and scream for their lives. You get the sense he's on a very far away world where he actually lives. You get the sense that this is not just a summon. You actually pulled a Shoggoth.
Okay. Well, are we wanting just to talk with them, or are we wanting to do something else?
We could talk and see if we can get it easily before we just fucking steal it. We have money.
Oh, we could. In theory, we could go to like Uranus and grab just water from there.
Speaking of which, by the way, Artie, the first dozen drones come back, and each of their storage spaces has...
Wouldn't have creatures, though, on off planet.
Each of their storage space has 50 tons worth of materials stuffed into it. And they are mostly precious rare earth minerals. There's 2 of them that have straight up like iron and silicone and stuff for normal forging, but most of what they have there is stuff like what they need for tungsten, the fucking void touched uranium I was talking about, and some other fancy and magical metals.
We could also make a savannah.
Each of these drones goes into your liminal space. You get the sense that they have dumped their loads and are awaiting the next cue for what they should gather next.
Okay. I don't think the idea right
Do
now.
you guys need anything specific?
Do I have to beat you guys over the head with this?
Do you guys need
Your
anything?
drones can collect space ice.
Oh.
Yeah, but
that's right.
space ice won't have creatures, right? Or like the organisms.
Why creatures?
Correct, but it will have the greenhouse effect thing. If you're looking for just ice, that, or they could just go and collect ice from the poles and stuff, which might get you caught, but If you're just gonna grab ice,
Yeah, that too. Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah.
No, I want it
Right,
to
have
be
the
like
drones
this.
do it.
I want it to be like this. I want them to create more of those drones. So whatever materials they need to make more of them is first priority. And then I want them to get
Already done.
samples of ice and mud and water from different areas of the earth and create an ecosystem on the planet.
your support facility can support up to 26 drones. I was already gathering the materials I needed to make more of these.
Nice.
Nice. All I'm thinking is we could also make it as a banner of making land monsters too.
The what?
Like a savannah. So like just
Oh, yeah.
plain.
Savannah. Okay, sorry. Your Australian accent confused me.
Yeah, we can grab some fucked up land monsters too. So we can have like 2 sources of food
Well,
going in.
ideally, you'd want land and sea and like birds and stuff because that's how you create the full ecosystem he's talking about. He's just creating them in a way where only certain areas can be accessed by the Shoggoth that are not temporally changed. Even the monsters will know that that's more of a dangerous area, but they'll, over time, with the accelerated time in their ecosystem, they'll overpopulate, and then those overpopulated areas will spill out into the Shoggoth's feeding ground. So that the Shoggoth isn't just roaming around eating everything and ruining the ecosystem. It's sustaining itself to the point where the creatures are being shoved into certain areas or out of certain safe zones, and only those are going to get hunted. Those safe zones are going to have accelerated time so that there should be things getting pushed out every few minutes into the other areas.
We could probably accelerate it so much that it's just a blink of an eye. The slug off is just already massive.
I mean, you could, but there's a sweet spot where it can sustain itself without me having to make you micromanage it, because I'm not going to micromanage it after a certain point for you. Right now, it's the drones have that plan, the materials for that, samples of dirt, ice, and water from everywhere to create landscapes that are biologically diverse. Already said he created the space that was meant for the sea, even if you haven't filled it up yet.
To be fair, we don't need dirt from outside. We can always just make that inside. Unless you want
If you want to have an actual real ecosystem with all the little microorganisms and stuff that usually live in the dirt, you kind of do, actually.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Again, you can create the dirt, you can't create the life in the dirt that lets you grow plants in it. You would need to bring in absolute metric fuck tons of fertilizer and like plant food and mix them into the soil. And they would have to be from the outside.
You have to do it like Matt Damon did in that one movie where he pooped in the potatoes and grew food on Mars.
The Martian. God.
That's not how that
I
works.
don't think that was Matt David.
Ask the fucking North Koreans how well
that
that
was
works. That's
Matt
horrible.
Damon. That was
No, it
Matt
wasn't.
Damon. Yes, it was. Look it up, you piece of shit.
No, it
Matt
wasn't.
Damon.
Okay.
That's so
Oh, it
once
was Mark
again,
David.
he is going to take your drones are going to do the samples and stuff. Hold on. Cat. Get the fuck away from there, you little bastard.
Hit him, abuse him.
No, I was about to hit him with a cat full of water.
That's why he hates you.
No, he's angry because I'm not feeding him right now, and he wants more food.
Oh, he's just a little fatty.
Yeah, little fatty is about to get fucking covered in water again.
They can't eat like vegetables.
Cat, no.
Um,
I chased him away. I put the water bottle down, and he walked right back to the same spot. So I hit him with the water.
Cats can't eat vegetables for real? That sucks. Cats they cannot eat vegetables
They
like
shouldn't.
lettuce
Why the fuck would they?
because I don't know.
It's not technically good for them. It should only have proteins.
Much like Donald Trump,
Gotcha.
they are predators. Anyway. So yeah, those are your options, your gears, all that kind of stuff. You guys, you can go to the Ice King's territory. He has another name, but people call him the Ice King, and because anyone who learns his name that doesn't have permission gets murdered in their sleep shortly. His name is considered a national secret.
I bet it's something stupid like Noah.
Clive's wife.
Beelzebub.
Okay.
So you can get it from him, whether with negotiation or straight up theft. You could steal it from one of the poles, which,
I
to
think
be
we should
fair, have a lot of melting already. They're
Oh,
I feel like we could
yeah, like we
easily
just,
steal it from the
it's like we're stopping global warming.
No, we're worsening it, but
oh yeah, incredibly. To be fair, in this day and age, there's not really much worse you can make it.
yeah.
And I'm not even talking about like us. I'm talking about this world. I have to specify that one.
We could try to like ask the Ice King if we can borrow one of the sorcerers for
Magical
a price.
ice might work, but it won't have all the microorganisms and stuff the other ice will.
No, we'll
Yeah,
send
let's
the
go
drones
steal
to
from the
collect the dirty white people.
Give me a
Guys.
minute.
We could also just like steal like a little or like a block of it, or like get all the microorganisms and just let them repopulate on the ice. Or it'd be the exact same.
We're
Not
just-
really.
All right, I'm back. My cat was being a jerk again.
The drones are gonna go and collect the ice. We don't have to worry about the fucking ice.
How long is that
Yeah.
going to take?
Longer than it would have to collect the seawater, but it's okay.
Bro, let's put it this way. Those drones were deployed earlier, and they literally went out to space to the asteroid belt, collected all the materials from the asteroid belt, and came back. $50 tons each.
And how many tons of ice do we need?
A lot.
A lot more than 50 tons each.
Yeah.
I like it. What I'm saying is we could just like we can use half magical like summon ice, and half of the, or maybe not half, but it should like the microorganisms should be able to just.
You mean like a sourdough, like a starter?
That's what the ice is for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what. Yeah. The drones are going to get the ice. We're fine.
Well,
And they're going to take it from the glaciers.
fast forward until we have enough for our ocean.
Give me like a few minutes here. I need to deal with something real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, well, if he's gonna be gone, I go get some weed.
What?
I'm gonna get some
You
weed.
smoke weed? You're a weeder?
What? Yeah, I've said this before.
God,
You
you've
can't-
changed,
You
Glassheads,
can't smoke weed in Australia, you liar.
for the better.
Yes, I can.
I thought it was illegal.
Somewhat.
I thought it was like me,
Okay.
illegal.
The only thing illegal.
Fuck. Yeah, drop your shit, you dumb bitch.
What are you playing?
Sorry, not half sword. I'm fighting that big. No,
I can't make.
no, the big.
Okay.
He's stepping on me. He's stepping on me. God damn it.
The guy with the long sword's the hardest one. I can't beat him for the life of me.
Ah. No! It bit into my shoulder. Fuck. I'm gonna take a shot. I'll be right back. You play with controller or the keyboard?
Keyboard, of course.
Same. Alright, one second.
Big Yummy?
Okay.
I gave the baby a banana just now, and he took the whole thing. And he double fisted it, and he took the biggest mouthful I've ever seen. He is a monkey.
Oh. Oh.
He is a little monkey, and he smells like one.
Gosh, you need to cut it out.
Get stabbed, bitch. Get stabbed. Lose your fucking arm.
Okay, I'm back. What are you guys doing?
Get fucking stabbed, you piece of shit.
Okay, let's smoke.
Coward!
Oh. Whoa.
I am returned. I apologize. Needed to
No
deal with
worries.
some shit. That's right, buddy. Your new nickname is some shit.
Call my dog.
He just gave me the most judgmental look and then went back to licking his paws. Anyway, where were we? He's already here.
We were
Yeah, already
fast forwarding to where we have a nice ice for what we wanted to do.
We were waiting for the robots to go get the ice from the glaciers. And then we were going to, I guess, fast forward time in here. If
I
we
mean,
can.
we can drop down on the guy's base in the meantime. I can just destroy all the
Yeah.
grout on the building and have all the blocks cave in.
You could. What if you destroyed like I don't know, like a layer underneath, like a foot or two, well, like 3 feet underneath, all the land on the island? Wouldn't it trigger like an avalanche, like a slide, a rock slide, or some shit? Am I thinking right?
Ben?
It's possible.
Yeah, like destroy not like 10 feet underground, all the structures, and just have them like fucking be displaced and fall or slide, depending on the yeah. If not, after you do that, I could just pull all the metal towards myself and just rip everything down. Or you could destroy all the screws and all the fucking and everything on the island. All the wires like you did before, I think. Fucking make all their electronics stop working. There are multiple ways to do this.
There are. Which one are we doing?
So are we not doing the? We're not going to flood the island, right? Because we could also do a tsunami.
I mean, how fast can we get a river of water launched at the enemy?
I mean, you can just create an earthquake like offshore.
Where are you guys having this discussion again?
We fell into liminal space, yeah.
Uh huh.
You're still in it? Okay, just double check.
Yeah. Because like, if we want to do a tsunami, we could just create an earthquake. Offshore. But you could also, like I said, target the ground, like a layer of ground underneath the layer of ground everything's sitting on, so that it'll fall and then crumble and hopefully slide.
I mean, I'm going to try it. But I don't know how close I'll need to be to the ground.
Yeah.
What if there's an
What you can
underground
do-
structure?
What's the rank
True.
on your power for explosions?
2 seconds.
You could also destroy, like my original plan. You could also destroy the ground underneath the mansion. Like if we had like a visual of like what the looks like from the side, you could destroy the ground under the mansion, so the whole thing just slides off a cliff into the river or into the ocean, and hopefully onto their ships. But if it's
I
the
like how
other
it
way,
keeps saying compound and he keeps saying mansion like it's a fucking X-Men.
oh yeah.
thing.
Well, I mean, you said it's all on the top of on a cliff, though.
I'm tempted to make it a mansion just because he keeps saying it.
You can do compound, but I mean, it's all on the top of a cliff.
Mansion
So
would be
it
at the center of a compound.
It's area 8. I don't know what that means.
It means you have a 1 mile radius, a mile in every direction.
How big is this island?
That's several square miles.
How big is the compound area?
Several square miles. It technically covers the whole island. It just goes from the shoreline up the cliff. And from what you can see, there are several parts of the compound that are carved into the cliff, too.
What
Gotcha.
is
There's definitely at least a way for them to get from the bottom area that seems to be like a dock of some sort up to the top of the compound.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
think if I'll try and make a summon to extend an area of ability from somebody that attaches it to. Maybe like a
Mhm.
repeated summon. Or would repeat it for an extra mile or something like that. What do you think?
I mean, okay. Question: does the what is it? The GDIN? Do they care if we return the water to the ocean?
Gray area.
If we
A
did-
lot of heroes have gotten away with a lot of stupid shit like that. But the general rule of thumb that people see is it depends on how much the GDIN likes you, how much they'll let you get away with in pursuit of your duties.
Bet they love us. Are we going with the original pump through plan?
Yeah, because I'm thinking if hypothetically we go down to the bottom of the ocean, right? Artie or whatever, just Artie sucks up as much as he can into his space, and then we just dump it like I don't know, like a mile on top, just drown them.
Buddy,
flood
we
it.
just need to create another teleporter for us, and I can just unleash the ocean into their building.
Yes, or onto the island from the top, and then,
And then
have
if we
flood
do it
back
through
into
my
the ocean.
if we do it through my area, we can just do like a 50-foot area where it falls through one portal into the other,
Yeah.
and then we'll age it. So hopefully we can create something in there.
What if
And
we do?
if not, we'll still be a river with like a force of a torrent of the ocean. So I mean, I don't know, like you ever see those people on the beach where they'll like dig a little channel and then like have like the water go through and they'll like surf on the beach? We could just sort of like do like that and just not wipe away the island, but just have
If you
just create
accelerate the time on the pass through, wouldn't that just shove the water through the portal faster? Don't you need to
I
let it sit
mean,
there for a while if you want to let the things inside mature?
no, he's saying to accelerate the time like inside the portal. I'm
Yes.
saying to I'll send you a video to what I was sort of talking about. I don't know if
We
you've seen it,
also,
like just like people surfing on the beach.
we could also just like we have connections to little demons and we have connections to nine hells. Why don't we just grab a bunch of lava?
Technically 3 of the hells.
Uh,
I don't
Lava
think
would also be acceptable. I would take lava.
maybe we could do lava. We could put the water thing into back for now and just like drop a bunch of lava on them.
um, can you guys survive lava? Like navigating through lava to rescue people?
We have a teleporter.
Those two? Those two
Those
cannot.
two. That's what I'm saying. I'll be fine. That's fine with me. I could do research and rescue in lava. But you guys, I don't
Blast
think that's
heads?
going to be
You could probably make a purpose-built summon suit for it.
I don't even need to get into lava. I can just teleport people. Out of the lava zone. And then I could also just make a platform.
Let's assume that you're correct there. How in the fuck are you gonna correct the fact that you technically poured lava on their heads before coming in to quote-unquote rescue them?
Yeah.
We're not rescuing them, we're kidnapping them. There's a difference.
Quotes, Jim. I know I did not stutter.
So we can offer diplomacy. And then if not, let me put it here. If you skip to like, I don't know, like a minute into this video where like they're digging a channel, I'm not saying we dig a channel, but I'm saying like we just we can use the force of the ocean to dig a channel through their island.
We could also
if you like the like, you know how you had that you could put like a portal at the top and then a portal at the bottom and then just have it go through like a channel. I'm saying like do like that. And have it just sort of like flow through.
The whole point is that if it's flowing through and you're accelerating time on the inside, then it's going to flow through incredibly quickly or incredibly slowly. You would need to take it in beforehand, put it into a reservoir area. Once the reservoir area has had some time to germinate, then you expel the stuff. If you create a specific pass-through, I see what you want to do for the island, and that's... Hold on.
Well, no, because once we create the I don't know, the aquarium of death or whatever the hell, and have all the things germinate, you could just you can let I'm saying we're doing this to avoid regulations and rules by just putting it all back. If you want it to germinate, we can, and we can keep the monsters, or just suck them back up.
How precise are
what
the?
You're talking about is a flow through. That's
how precise? Wait, how precise are the controls? Because could we have it move like at a crawling pace, but age at 10, 20 times the pace?
Yes and no, but that's the thing, is then you're going to affect how quickly it flows from the inside to the outside. That's why your best bet here, if you want to be able to just dump a big river on somebody, is to take it in, even if it's just for a minute or two, leave it in there, pause time, let fucking 1,000 years pass and in your little realm, and then fucking...
Yeah, I thought that's what we were doing, though.
What you guys are talking about is just putting a portal above and letting it just pass through the realm.
No. We're doing that first.
We pass it through our little thing, age it in our universe, and then expel it. So, and then by the end of it, we don't keep any.
The problem with that is that we release these aged fucking monsters onto Earth, but it's fucking whatever.
Yeah,
we'll deal with that. I told you guys are going to release a bunch of fucking new monsters onto Earth, and you seemed okay with it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I am 100% okay with it.
I think we'll deal with it later.
We've already addressed this point, Aztec.
My character has seen worse anyway. Like whatever makes easily worse.
You catch flashes from your Shoggoth friend, who is now attacking what looks like a tiny gnome village and devouring them from the feet up.
Good.
See, and if anything, we have the Shoggoth, and it could hopefully. Let's not go there now.
You can tell it's in some fantasy world fucking tons of universes away right now. You don't know how you can tell, but you can tell that it literally comes from that place when you call it.
Well, we should probably have it. Should we have that as a backup? Like, if I'm like really need something, like summon the behemoth. Oh, not summon, but like open the portal for the behemoth. Oh, slag off. Just going for behemoth for dramatic effect.
It's almost like you guys commissioned a mobile portal for your pocket realm.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need.
Almost.
We don't need too much water for the slug off plan to go active. So we could plan for a whole big environment, but that could be a later thing.
You literally only need to take the seawater for like a minute at most.
I'll make every
Yeah.
minute be 1,000 years if you want to experience what that's like.
You said your character was like early 20s, so that's up to you, Jim. As far as you, Aztec, I think you're older than that, but with how you do aging, you could pretty much do what you want.
Yep. I'd rather not. I don't want to be a nut.
You spend enough time in suspended animation while fucking cycling your medals.
Right? Yeah. I could spend time in there, and then I'll never have to cycle medals ever again. But I mean, fuck.
And then I think you're underestimating how much time it takes you to cycle the medals. You don't feel it, but you have time paused for a very long time whenever you do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Other people ages a lot.
Again, there's a reason why your power is so strong for its rank, and it's because it takes time to build up. Because of your HQ, you can skip that step. Doesn't mean you don't have to take the time, you can just fast forward through it, basically.
Fair enough. But no, I'll pass.
Your character, from his perspective, still spends every minute in those chambers.
Oh, I know. That's why I didn't want to go, because it's. I feel like I'll go insane.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, you do that enough, Jim.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, can't you just lock away your memories though? Like, constantly just forget.
Yeah,
but it still leaves psychological scars. So now he'll be crazy, but won't know why.
If I did it and I just kept reviving myself by killing myself over and over again until it was over.
I feel like that's worse.
You actually have no idea how aging works for your character. Did you take the power immunity aging for 1 point?
I'm pretty sure I did. That's part of the power set, isn't it?
Then why would you need to kill yourself? You're just immune to aging.
It would suck though.
Actually, I don't think immunity aging is on here. I just assume that's something you'd put on there.
It cost 1 point.
Well, I don't have that point right now, so next time.
Honestly, I was going to give it to all three of you guys for free. Aztec, for you, it's selective.
Okay, that works for me.
That way you still have the benefits if you want them, but it allows it to apply to you for the purposes of your magic.
Yeah.
And for you, Blast, it's just your weird void bloodline.
You're a vigor.
Void things
Vigor check.
void things don't age like normal people do. It's well documented that even the quote unquote half-bloods, the vigors, if you
Okay.
will, there are several alive that were alive during the Dagon incident, and they have not aged a day.
Stupid figures.
That's you, bud.
At least 2 of them are in prison for causing the Dagon incident.
Am I known for my information? Am I the only summoner out of the vigors?
Yes. From what you understand, the reason why the GDIN was so interested in you is because of your summoning capability. There have never been other void-based summoners, not since the leader of the cult that brought Dagon down on Australia.
And
But he was not a summoner by actual power set. He used summoning magic like a scholar. He studied it, created a summoning circle and whatnot. So they're wary but watching. They're not going to blame you for anything unless you step out of line really hard. But if you do, they're going to come down on you like a fucking hammer. And that's not like anything your character doesn't know. So don't think that I'm, being unfair about giving you that advice.
no. Okay. I guess we just do that. Make sure the slog off is like big enough size.
You're going to stuff your Shoggoth in with the feeding area C thing.
Hold up. I got the perfect image for it. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we can really
Dang.
get in that much trouble for stealing a bunch of water.
We're giving it back.
I mean, fuck it. Why not just keep it?
We can replace it.
Who's gonna know?
Technically, you guys are going to have a lot of trouble replacing it, but there are several governments around the world that can and will replace it. It just might come with a hefty fine or something like community service or some shit.
Ah, fuck. I don't want to do community service.
Forgot about that.
Fine,
Yeah, for
we'll just dump it
heroes
on
and
that.
villains, community service is usually fighting some big nasty that other heroes don't want to deal with.
All right. So we decided what our plan is then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's put it to action then. You're gonna dump me in the
Oh.
In the ocean?
ocean. Someone needs to plant the teleporter inside. Who wants to do the old let's negotiate tactic and carry the object?
Well, you can say let's negotiate. If they don't negotiate, we could just stop
Yeah,
putting
I can do the old negotiate tactic with
just
a
like
bit of emotional bullshit. Or actually, Blast says you do it. I'll plant the thingy because I could just sneak in there, super speed.
Alright.
You really want me to talk?
So we need first of all we need to get out of here. We need to get a teleporter thing from the guy who built the chamber, and then we can start.
Yeah, let's get the teleporter thing, and then
You hear a
Can we call
dejected
them
sigh
from now?
behind you. Hear a dejected sigh from behind you, and he goes, "My name is Leroy, guys. I've introduced
God, sorry,
myself
Leroy.
like 4 times."
Yeah, but
that's
we're
fine.
retarded, Leroy.
Hey, you
He
got that?
shrugs and he goes, "At least it's no fault of mine, I guess. I'll accept that."
damn, sorry, Leroy.
I'm sorry that you couldn't have been paired with people who were smarter. Thank you for making fun of my disability. It makes
He
me feel
shrugs
great.
and goes, "I like dumb people better anyway. Smart people are jerks."
But you're smart.
Exactly.
No,
He then
This
holds
guy
up a
is-
device for you that looks like a small shield, like a round shield. And he points out a few different controls and he says, "Just push this button here, here, and here, and stand back." And he does that, then stands back, and it hovers in midair and opens up a portal.
How big?
You can see that the ring is adjustable. It's only about a person size, but the ring has several joints and what looks like several connections that don't need to be touching to function. He points them out to you and says these different rings can end up spreading out and keeping the connection going between them.
So what's
You
the
can
max?
have the maximum is around 200 foot wide.
So you guys just gotta go in there and open it up like a room size amount.
He shows you how to adjust everything, and then he shows you how to link the thing together with your suits so that you guys can control it through the interface in your suit.
Can you make us more of these?
He shrugs and says, now that I've got the design, sure, but I might need some cash for materials. I could only justify one on the budget.
Well, let's get this mission over, and then we'll figure out a pricing.
He shrugs and says, sure, just ask me if you need anything made, and if it's outside of the budget, I might need you to procure some materials or resources for me.
Would you be opposed to working inside the pocket dimension?
He shrugs and goes, not really, no. It's worth noting that I've got a dimension of my own that's very similar. There's a
I'll give
reason
you
I was
limited
able to
control
finish
then.
this so quickly. He shrugs and says, I've got unlimited control in my place. Who do you think built yours?
You know what? I'm preaching to the choir then.
Yep. Frankly, I'm glad somebody else in this fucking building actually understands the usefulness of such a place. Mine has an entire manufactorum in it.
Right. This is why I like you.
He shrugs and says, and because I give you neat shit, right?
Exactly, Leroy. Wink.
You look down at his name tag and it says Leroy J. Dot.
Is it the? Yeah, okay.
No, it's the letter J. Do you need glasses?
No.
Anyway. He looks at you and says, oh, and I overheard your thing about the seawater. He points out a few spots on the map. And he says, you should come and ask me about stuff like that in the future. There's a few spots around here where the satellite coverage can't see what's going on at sea level.
What do you mean by that? Like we could steal it and people wouldn't know it was us?
Yep. Just use the stealth functions on. He brings up a layout of the hangar bay, and he points out one of the smaller ships you guys haven't used yet. Take this one and use the stealth function on it. You should be able to slip in and out of those zones without the satellites knowing.
Okay. While he's saying this, I'm creating another area, like a lake area, to house the water I'm about to fucking steal.
He nods a few times and goes, and if you ever need glacial ice, he points out a small section in the Antarctic Ocean. This is where I get mine. Nobody's bothered me about it yet.
I'm gonna let the gem people know about that so they can update the fucking drone.
There is no comms in between. What it does is you still have awareness of what's going on inside while you're outside, so you can have like a message board that you change. Like a message board that requires reality to shift to change the message.
Nice. I appreciate you, Jim.
It's like the tablet of the 10 Commandments that he's changing.
You easily become my favorite person in this whole goddamn corporation, Jim.
He shrugs and goes, don't read too much into it. It's my job.
Please don't snake me out.
I also think it's kind of funny.
It is funny. Please don't snake me out to the corpos.
He shrugs and goes, I didn't turn you in when you blew up all those pipes, did I?
True.
Which is surprising to you because you didn't even know that he knew. But now that you think about it, he's the one who does all the diagnostics for all the flights and stuff, and was probably privy to everything that went on during any of the flights that you've been on.
Yeah, more
He's
likely.
the guy who does all the programming and stuff for your ships.
I like you, Jim. We'll talk prices when we're done with this mission.
He's like, that'd be nice. Plus, I made a hell of a killing by selling a bunch of pipes to those idiots.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Would
He's
we
like,
be able
I
to
would have
call?
said, what?
Oh,
What's
sorry. Oh no, I was asking if we could call the professor.
You want to talk to Professor Xavier?
I mean,
Javier? Sorry.
I wanted to talk
Fuck no, I'm doing
diplomacy and see if he wanted to accept the job with the GDIN, or well, not with the GDIN, with
With us.
Inferno
with
Corps.
us. Yeah.
He shrugs and says, I can get you in contact. Can't guarantee he'll be receptive.
Well,
Yeah,
he'll have to
just,
be if he wants to live.
Yeah, we can negotiate first. If it doesn't go to that, we could
He pulls up the guy's website, and it's literally just a website in front of you about his mercenary page, how much it takes to hire him, how to get in contact with him, and there's literally a contact us thing, and he clicks on it, looking at you guys, and goes, this was all in the dossier, right?
I didn't
didn't read
think
the
I didn't think anyone actually answered that bullshit.
I get
He
the dossier
shrugs,
read to me.
and then he dials the number, and a speakerphone comes up.
Oh,
aren't we just in our pocket dimension still?
No, right, he came in to talk to you. He pushes the number, dials, and he goes, huh. No, right, pocket dimension. I haven't set up a signal repeater for you guys, so the signals can't pass through.
Well, we'll leave here. At Inferno Corp, there's nothing of this plan.
He shrugs and goes, well, I mean, we're still going to have to make the phone call, right?
Yes, I mean,
Yeah. Oh, we can walk out here, make the phone call, but don't mention anything involving seawater.
He blinks at you and goes, dude, I don't even know what the fuck you need it for. I'm just trying to be helpful because that's my job.
True. See? I wish more people were like Leroy.
He shrugs and goes, yeah, I did my stint as a corporate hero too, so I know how annoying the support staff can be, thinking that everything could be easy or just done on a whim.
I turned to Artie like, hey, if you were eaten, would you come back?
If you were what?
Eaten.
Eaten?
Yeah, if my monster would just keep on eating him, would he just be an infinite food source as well?
That's not a bad question.
Technically speaking, yes. If he is trying to reconstitute himself in an occupied space, then he'd just pop back in the closest unoccupied space. And he could literally go past how Majin Buu died, where there's not even a speck of matter remaining, and he'll still come back.
Okay, so I'll start making my way downtown to the spot that me and the guy talked about, and you guys talk to that asshole. Now you will let me know what needs to be done.
Oh no, we can just call him. We can just call him right now.
Okay.
You can call him from the back of your stealth ship.
Okay, let's just call him then.
Yeah, we can call him. Do you want to talk, Artie? I think you have Draco or trades.
No. Since this is Aztec Steel, he should do it.
Yeah. Not right now. Give me a minute. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Or like how both of them had a consensus that Blasthead shouldn't do it.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
I know I should.
He shouldn't do it alone at the very least.
Oh no, if he's the one talking, he's the one rolling, Jim. That's how it works. He doesn't sit there and get to, like, actually speak to the guy and then have Aztec make the roll. That's not how this works. And again, assisting only gets you a flat +2 in this.
I'm also adding my luck summon towards Aztec. Oh no, not luck. It's present summon. I should be saying presence. Just gives luck points.
Sorry, I'm back.
Aztec, do you have something that can boost your presence in your bag of tricks?
Presence? Oh,
More social skills.
if I'm close enough to people, I can influence their emotions, but no, not my presence or my social skills. No,
Fair enough. Then yeah, that would probably be useful.
I'm going
but I have
to
to be close enough.
how if I
Doesn't work
add
over the phone.
everything like all like level 7, level 6, level 5 summons onto presence and add that to Aztec, how much would that give him?
It would cap him out at his power level, frankly. There's a reason why his powers get around stuff like that.
Okay.
And there are certain things that adding the extra summon can help boost you past. A skill check is not one of them. There is no skill rank of 30 from it. You can add damage onto it because technically it's not Aztec doing the damage, it's the summon doing conditional damage, the condition being Aztec dealing damage first. That's a technicality that I'm willing to shamelessly abuse. What you're talking about would just straight up be breaking the rules.
Yeah, that's fine. I would just be like a level 7 summon.
You'd have to desummon your Shoggoth. I thought he was getting ready to be
He
small.
hasn't been fed yet.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can spawn him.
He has, like, I don't think I spawned him yet. The place hasn't been set up for him.
Correct. That's what you guys are going to do right now.
Yeah. So yeah. Level 7 present summon on Aztec as Aztec's thingy.
Aztec, what's your
Okay.
standard presence?
Presence.
7?
Probably 0 or. It says 0 on my sheet because I didn't add anything to it.
Okay, yeah, the only thing you should have anything in is a stamina of 8 for survivability. So everything else you can just flex a power to change.
For the most part, except presence. I'm looking at.
Yeah, we might want to fill that hole. I thought you had something that let you do that, but I realize now that you kind of did, but not in this context.
No, not really.
If it's any consolation, you have a persuasion of 3, so that'll help.
Okay. Well, could I ask Miss Management if she can throw me together an offer?
For Javier?
Yeah. Like, what are we going to offer him? What would we offer him?
She laughs in your face and says, "How about a firing squad?"
Well, all right.
A guillotine comes to mind, though a gibbet would not be too bad, I suppose.
We're going to lie to him, but what would we offer him for a man of his skills, if he wasn't who he is?
She shrugs and says, outside resources, I would guess. Access to a trade partner. That's probably the biggest bottleneck for a guy like him is gaining resources. It's why he's constantly out raiding people, hitting mines, shipments. I have to imagine that living on that island secluded doesn't really bring in much resources, especially when everyone around you hates you and you don't really export anything except violence.
Fair enough.
Violence is a good
I mean,
market,
we can
though.
offer him.
So
I didn't hear what either of you guys said.
Sorry.
Well, now nobody's speaking. Guys.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe we can offer him like resources in exchange for his current crop of kids. And then we can give him the resources to train a new crop of kids, and then we can just kidnap him.
She shrugs and says, as long as Javier dies or gets captured. Technically, and
Just so we can get the kids out of
you
there
guys
first.
have already
before
gotten
we
the
flood the
minimum
place.
number of kids. I'm just hoping you guys get these ones specifically because they're cut above your normal recruits if we can undo the brainwashing. And she bites her
Fair enough.
thumbnail and says, though, if I'm honest, the higher ups are more likely to just learn how to use it and then just keep it around and have a new person holding the leash, which I'm not against. I just. There are better ways to get slaves.
Yeah.
Well,
And what would be those ways?
said what would be those better ways?
She shrugs and says, well, first off, we can just buy them from other corporations. Second, there's tons of people living on corporate land that don't have the actual paperwork that should allow them to. We generally tolerate them so that their settlements can become large enough before we round them up and sell them into slavery because they're on our land. And there's a few other less scrupulous ways, but those are the more legal ones.
Noted.
She purses her lips for a second and then says, actually, depending on how things go in the next couple of weeks, we might actually end up sending you on one of those roundup missions, one of the settlements. They're getting a little uppity about not having a charter.
Would that mean if we want to buy slaves, we get first picks?
She shrugs and says, sure, why not? We'll write that into the bonus, but the contract is still a big if, so we'll see if we'll even end up needing your services. Frankly, if it goes to violence, there's an equal chance that we'll just end up saturation bombing the area. She seems to smile for a second and says, nothing revitalizes the land like a bunch of burnt corpses.
God, you're terrible.
She shrugs and goes, I'm a demon, bitch.
I stand by what I said.
Shrugs and says, I know what I am.
Okay. Well, we should start. We usually
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah, give him a call.
Before
You talk
she-
to him.
Luck points too?
Huh?
Because the present summon gave points, right?
Yeah, it's got the luck skill that applies to others. That's its whole point, is to give speech skill and stuff. What that does is it gives speech skill, presence, and luck points, and that's all it does.
Yeah, cool.
So it gives up to the power level in, persuasion rank and intimidation and insight. And it gives up to the power level in presence. So Aztec, you should be at 9 for presence and 9 for persuasion and 9 for insight, technically.
Okay.
Then on top of that, you should have a grand total of 4 luck points. That are essentially a power you can take that not only can work like hero points in certain aspects, but allow hero points to do other things as well, on top of what they normally do.
All right. For example,
Forcing a reroll on somebody else.
okay.
If I score a crit on you and you don't like that, you can just be like, nope, reroll that shit.
All
The
right.
stipulation being is that moment I say it's a crit, you have to tell me that you're re-rolling it. If we've gotten to the point where I've resolved it already and dealt the damage, there's no going back. You have to let me know when it's happening.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
All that shit makes sense.
Yep. And it's just for the duration of this, right?
Yeah, it's while his summon is
Yeah.
latched onto you.
Yeah.
You can use all 4 luck points. I could just resummon the summon too.
All right.
So many ways summoners break the game if done right.
Am I doing it right? Probably not.
It depends. You're doing some things right, but I refuse to hold your hand entirely.
No. That's I like it as this is technically so much information can break how a character should be played sometimes.
Well, that's the thing, is that information needs to be parsed one way or another. I'm just saving you the trouble of having to do it yourself. If you want to micromanage and have your shit do specific things and, like, build them that way, anything other than a general description that you leave up to my discretion, you're going to need to build it yourself. That's where I draw the line, is that if you have me do it, then I get to do wonky shit with it, like give you a greater Shoggoth. All you said was the biggest, bulkiest thing I can get, and while that thing is not as big as some of the things you could just summon, it gets bigger and bulkier than any of them. So I can roll with technicalities like that and just do what I want with the summon. That's the difference. But I also don't think I've given you any shit summons so far, so...
No. I've been asking for pretty good shit too. I haven't been asking for like a pool noodle.
You do still have your boop gun.
I still have that. That's always an option.
I mean, it's kind of a crappy option compared to some of the other shit you can pull now, but it's an option.
I think it's still fun.
Huh?
I think it's still kind of fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeeting a nun into a wall was pretty funny. It was worth a chuckle.
I didn't get to do it.
No.
I think I got my plea.
In theory, though.
Yeeting is the textbook opposite of yoinking, by the way.
Slaps off that fucking nose like Michael Jackson, you piece of shit.
Excuse me?
You've been awkward.
I didn't even hear what he said. Something about Michael Jackson's nose.
Yeah.
You can slice parts of people's faces off, though. I just took off his nose.
Oof. Lol.
And then I step on their corpses.
Stomp.
Okay. How do you want to open the conversation with Aztec?
You guys hear a robotic voice after a few rings, as a robotic voice says, "Welcome to Dr. Javier's Mercenary Hotline. How may we assist you today?"
We would like to speak to Dr. Javier
I think I got my plea.
directly.
Dr. Javier is very busy. May I ask what this is concerning?
A job opportunity?
Potential business with Inferno Corp?
Opportunity. All
Potential long-standing business with Inferno Corp.
All business and job opportunities are to be screened by this unit. Please give me the details, and I shall give him the details or screen them as I see fit.
The details are classified.
Then have a nice day.
No, they're not entirely classified. We would like to essentially hire Dr. Javier for his services in exchange for resources that you may not be able to get so readily in these lands. He's we know his value. He knows his value. We'd like to make him an offer so he can train recruits here at Inferno Corp for us, and possibly see what he has in terms of maybe a contingent that we can hire from his forces right now.
Roll deception.
1 second, sir.
Deception.
Thank you.
I know. I said 1 second, sir. Oh no, that's
And
perfect.
it would, what power level? The +7 power level is the one you did blast heads, correct? For the
I think so. Yeah.
it's +7 to deception.
Okay. My deception is this persuasion help with deception or no?
I do not believe so. Let me double check.
It could.
You know, deception is its own skill.
Okay. 7. Unfortunately. But I got.
Use your luck one to reroll that.
Oh yeah, let me use the luck point. Reroll that shit. 17. Sorry.
You know, the funny part is that thing can't use luck points on itself. It can only use luck points onto the thing it's stacked onto.
That's beautiful. Thanks, little guy. I rub him on the chin if he has a chin.
It's a tiny Shoggoth looking thing. It has like 8 chins.
I'm gonna rub the closest one.
It flails at you and tries to bite a chunk off your finger.
I'll let him bite a chunk off my finger and I'll just regenerate it.
It hurts.
No,
And it's
you can have it.
regenerating slowly for some reason.
Oh.
It hurts a lot more than a tiny wound like that should, and you see a little bit of purple veininess coming up before it recedes, as if it was trying to infect and your health regen overpowered it.
Gosh, what an asshole.
It
But yeah,
hisses
17
at
plus
you.
7, 24?
Yeah.
30?
It hums and says, stand by. We will be in contact. Can we reach you at this number? Or is there
Yep.
another?
No, this number's fine.
You hear
Well,
the sound of a few computer noises in the background and says, very well. Expect us to contact you soon with a yes or no. And then the line clicks.
all right. Well, party, start plan B.
I'll take my summon off him and I'll put my summon back on him once he gets a phone call. That will reset the luck point he used, just in case.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Should reset.
Yeah.
All it took was an action. Yeah, this is why D&D has such a high price for summons for spell slots. Because they don't want people doing stuff like this. I just don't care, and neither does the people who wrote this game, because for every one that you can do, so can other people. You're supposed to be kind of broken in this game. I had an artificer that could literally make things from nothing in the blink of an eye.
All right.
Oh, guys, we can't get through this door. Let me make a purpose-built lock breaker. Poof, here it is. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to start making my way downtown, walking past.
You guys actually did the phone call from the back of the shuttle on the way to the water. You arrive
Oh,
there,
great. Wonderful.
you jump down, and you fill up without incident. You notice several sea creatures coming towards you or running away. One of them looks like a giant octopus-like creature that came for you trying to kill you and then got sucked into the black hole. It takes about 30 minutes at full tilt for you to fill up the quote-unquote pool.
I chuckle maniacally the whole time.
Normally, if you're just dropped in the ocean, it wouldn't, but the black hole has such suction that it does actually create a small pocket of air around you for you to laugh in and breathe.
I messaged the guys, hey, plan A is a success. Let me know.
Weren't we in the ship with him?
Yeah, but you dropped him into the ocean.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Well, actually, there's a winch, and you just kind of lowered him. And for some reason, Artie, the winch rope doesn't seem to be affected at all.
Nifty. Okay, so I'll just wait here and unleash a torrent of water.
Oh, wait. Just hang on.
Is that a pun?
No.
Because he's, being repelled down from your ship.
Well,
was a
just hang
bad
on a
one, 'cause he's
second.
not actually
We were
hanging.
waiting for the second. We were waiting for him to call back.
How long are you gonna wait?
No, he had
Just
a
keep
chance.
aging it.
He
All
had
right, that's how you feel. I'm down. But
Bro, better call within the next 30 seconds. Is all I'm saying.
I'm gonna go into the dimension where the water's getting stored.
I assume you guys cranked up the time dilation as soon as you started putting water in there.
Of course. If I were you, I would not go in there. It's every minute is like, what did I say?
1,000 years.
Make it 10,000.
Yeah, so I can be in there for like 10 minutes and come out and be 0.5. Fucking.
Every minute is 10,000 years. You go in there, you stay in there
You
5
die.
minutes. You're in there 50,000 years. What do you mean?
well, not even.
No,
Well, yeah, you still age, but
Wouldn't it be 5 minutes out here is 10,000 years in there?
yeah, but
So
you still
5
age.
minutes in there is going to be.
Oh, he's simple. I forgot.
50,000 years.
I have to summon my slog off in there. I'm just going there to summon that so I can exit.
All right, just pop in and out.
Is bro gonna let it age for 50,000? How long do these things live?
Void entities do not understand the concept of aging, let alone are affected by it.
Okay, bet. Nice.
Again, I already pointed out there are several half-breeds that are alive that shouldn't be alive if they were subjected to aging.
Yeah. I'm just going to do that so we can have a big ass monster dude. If we need it.
I'm assuming you're sticking him into his own area for feeding,
Yeah.
or you're going to end up having to refill this place again.
I'm like, okay, food should be coming eventually, but this is your hunting grounds. Don't try to go beyond it.
It sends you its understanding and disappointment, as it can already sense several things that it would consider prey in the distance.
Think about it. You might be used to kill a bunch of, not a bunch of kids. They'll be used to eat a bunch of buildings and shit.
It seems bored at the prospect, and you get the impression that buildings have no meat, except for that one place where the buildings were made of meat, but it doesn't like to think about that place.
Okay. Oh, well. Have fun.
I shudder to think of the creatures and that are gonna have to adapt to survive this thing.
Well, that's why you guys designated the hunting ground, because if you guys didn't make it stay in a certain area and not go hunt everything down, that's exactly what it would do, and you'd end up needing more creatures soon.
Lol.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
So this thing is literally going to grow to as big as it can get for the hunting ground, and then when things start getting pushed out of their grounds into the hunting grounds, it's going to keep eating them.
All right, I'll stay here. You guys go do your thing.
Well, our thing was just sort of waiting.
Why do you need to stay there?
Yeah, you don't need to. You could just come with us.
No, I need to stay here and be the suction in. Remember?
Not if you're dumping the shit out. If you're just dumping it back out on the island, nobody gives a shit. If
the
problem came when you kept it.
I'm gonna keep it.
I thought you just did.
Yeah, it's in your void space.
If I dump it, I'm not keeping
At this point, I assumed that you were gonna just have the water pass through while dumping some of the sea creatures into the flow.
Oh, I thought of that until you told me there was a spot where no one could see me. So.
Well, we could just go back and refill it. It only takes a minute.
So I can just stay
No,
here.
but what I'm saying is you don't even need to take any of the water you stole out. At this point, all you need to do is manipulate the creatures so that they get stuffed into the flow of water as it's passing through your realm. You can leave their tank alone, grab just the creatures, and throw them into the hose.
And then replace the water afterwards.
Why would you need to replace the? You're not using any water. You're passing water through from one portal to another, and then snatching sea creatures from your tank to throw into the flow.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
You don't need to use anything in your tank other than sea creatures. You don't need to keep replacing the water.
Oh,
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
might eventually, but
I was just gonna
It'll
sit
just
there
go
until
back
it
into the
flooded.
portal.
what?
I was just gonna sit there and let water through till it flooded.
You can still do that. You just don't need to hide to do that if you're not keeping it.
I'm keeping some of it, definitely.
Well, is it enough that they're going to notice?
As long as they don't know it's us particularly at this point, yes.
Well, okay, the stuff you already took, yeah, you're keeping that. I'm asking about the water you're trying to flood the island with.
Oh no! Once my reserve is full, everything else can.
Your reserve is full.
Okay, yeah, everything else is passed through then.
Yeah, everything else is passed through, and as it's passing through, you're plucking out sea monsters to stuff in there.
Okay, sure.
That's what I assumed you were doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go with them and just jump into the ocean outside of his island to do that.
Really? Wait, so we're leaving an open portal in the middle of an ocean?
What?
No.
The portal
How
up.
are we gonna pass through water if there's nothing to let the water into?
That's what. What do you mean? You just smush the two portals together with a tube. You have reality control. You can make a tube and a little grabby arm like a fucking gotcha machine, and then you take the little grabby arm, snag a fucking sea creature from somewhere in the world, and stuff it in the tube while it's running.
No, but how are we gonna flood the building without the water?
It's an island. Just jump into the water around it.
I thought that's why I was here.
No, you were here
No.
so that you could steal the water for the tank without anyone knowing. If it's just pass through, nobody cares.
All right, fine.
Yeah,
So-
you wanted to steal the thing for your aquarium inside, or your thingy inside your
Oh
space.
yeah, but that was on top of also creating a water source to flood the building with.
Oh,
We can-
that
Yeah.
if you're doing
Yeah,
that,
we're
you
gonna-
don't need to worry because you're not taking the water. You're just
Yeah.
flooding a
If
place with it.
if you looked in the VC text chat or whatever, if we just do that pass through thing, the water that we use. Is
Yeah,
going to
think
end
of it
up
like
back in the
that.
ocean.
Think of it like that, except on the little island there's its own tank, and you're grabbing shit out of that tank and throwing it into the flow.
No, I get that. I get that. But if I'm leaving that water there, what the fuck am I dumping into the building then?
You're jumping into the water, the ocean, opening a portal right there, and having the ocean that's directly outside, the one that hasn't been aging in there for 50,000 fucking years.
Oh, so you want me to jump in the ship, and then when we need to, you want me to emergency dive out of the ship into the water that I could have just been in to begin with.
Yeah, except this way you'll be close enough to help if something goes wrong,
Okay,
instead of
Instead
on the
of-
other side of the
okay,
planet.
understood. I get you now. I understand. All right.
That was the distinction there, is if you're waiting here, then you're waiting on the other side of the planet, Jim.
Okay,
We only
so
went there to steal the water to fill the tank. Now we go to the island to do the plan.
okay.
The whole point of
which-
coming here is that no satellites saw that it was you guys who stole all that water.
All right, let's go. Get the fuck out of here before people know it's off.
You get the fuck out of there, and from the news you can see, people can definitely tell that the ocean lowered by an inch or two, and they're very, very perturbed by it. But nobody seems to know who, how, or why, which is strange in itself. There are occasional stories of people doing that, but they usually only have middling amounts of popularity. This one's getting incredibly popular, because for once, there's no culprit to point the finger at and fine. Normally, the way they do this is whichever corporation replaces the seawater that was stolen gets to dictate what their fine is. Without somebody to point the finger at, it seems all the corporations are sitting there on their thumbs, not wanting to do it because there's no one they can force to foot the bill.
Well, we'll deal with that when we deal with it. Do you want to try giving that asshole a call again?
Does he respond back at all?
He has not called you guys back yet.
How long do we wait? Do we give them like 2 days?
2 days? Fuck that. We're still aging the portal, right? Or the stuff in the aquarium thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Keep aging that shit.
And he gave me the baseline of 10 minutes is 50,000 years, so
Every minute is 10,000. I didn't want. If we're gonna
every
wait
minute
more
is
than a
that
day,
or what?
I'll bring
Okay,
down
yeah,
those
yeah.
parameters.
No.
It's up to you. Honestly, it would be kind of funny if you got like sentient fish people if you waited long enough. You haven't collected any land people yet.
That's true.
You might get some of those people crawling out of the fucking ocean too.
Oh yeah, we could just let evolution take control.
But from what you can tell already, everything is much larger there because they're all using the Shoggoth as a baseline for what the apex predator is, and it's continuing to grow larger.
Mhm.
As the Shoggoth grows, so too does the pressure it puts off on everything around it, and it's also converting most of the energy inside that tank area into void energy, which is having strange effects on the monsters in there. Several of them seem to have gained the ability to teleport back and forth. Several of them seem to have gained the ability to phase through other creatures and objects. Strange things like that.
Oh.
Most of them are now classified as void-touched monstrosities.
Oh great.
Yeah.
They're not quite considered void monsters.
Okay. All right. So what's the plan? Are we calling? Are we knocking on the door?
Let's give him a
If
call.
this
one
goes
more time.
south,
Can we?
then
Sorry.
go ahead.
No. What were we gonna say?
If this goes south, it's going to be a whole long thing. So if you guys want to try to do the talking bits now and then see if it goes south and then just be like,
Yeah.
hey, we'll pick it up later if it does. It's up to you.
Yeah, we could try the talking one more time. Let's give him a call.
You dial. A much deeper robotic voice answers this time. Greetings. You have reached Dr. Javier's mercenary company. How may I be of assistance today?
Yeah, we're looking for Dr. Javier again.
The doctor is very busy. If you give your inquiry to me, I will pass it along to him.
We just called. We just gave our inquiry. That it'd be considered.
I have no record of any previous inquiry. Would you like me to file one?
What do you mean
No,
there's no
it's okay.
record?
No, it's fine.
So you have no record of what this phone number doing inquiry.
Hey, you just don't complain. There's later
it's
that
all right.
Inferno Corp
It's all
didn't
right.
try. That's all I want to say.
That's all right.
Inferno Core, you say? I will add that to the note, and your inquiry has been input, sir.
We could offer extra.
Now, is there anything else I can do for you, sir or ma'ams?
Yeah, can I
Nope,
speak to
that's all.
someone that's not an AI? Like,
Say again?
can we speak to someone who's not an AI? Like maybe Dr. Javier?
That's a little rude. I am a cyborg, not an AI.
Who cares?
Well,
Racist. You hear him mutter under his breath.
Clanker.
You hear an actual gasp, an intake of breath, like. You could tell that if you could see this guy, you would see that he's basically making the clutching the pearls motion. Clutching the pearls with one hand, hand over his heart with the other. There's no need to be so hateful, sir. I've put in your inquiry already.
I don't want an inquiry. I want to talk to Dr. Javier. Clearly, you
Well,
haven't done your job.
That is how you get to Dr. Javier, through these inquiries.
And
He's a
how
very
long
busy man.
does this take on average?
On average, about 6 months before he responds.
6 months. All right.
All right.
Is
All
there-
right. All right. All right.
I get. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I appreciate the inquiry recording. You have a good day or night or sleep or whatever the fuck you do.
We hope.
Could I interest you in staying on the line for a quick survey?
No, actually.
You know what? You know what? Stay on the line. Stay on the line. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
All right, fine.
All right. Yeah, do your thing.
How would you say you would rate your experience at Dr. Javier's mercenary company?
1.
Well, we can end there, as I'm not going to be recording any more of your insights. See, if I don't record them, then technically they don't exist to the statistics.
Typical clanker. There's like
That's what
everyone
I'm
has
saying.
the clanker
Roll the
fatigue.
cup of oil or whatever the fuck you do.
You hear a slight chuckle and says, well, perhaps it would have been faster than 6 months if your friend wasn't sitting here calling me a clanker.
Hey,
Have a nice day, asshole. And then you
All
hear a
right.
click.
Wonderful. So, Scorched Earth?
Yes.
Gorgeous.
I look in the mention. How big is the slug off?
It seems to be taking up a good portion of the hunting grounds that you gave it. It is almost as big as the island.
Go out of it. Speed it up, Artie. Make it 5 million years in 1 second.
No, I think 10,000 is fine. I mean,
I want this to be as big as the fucking moon.
how long has it been at this point?
Hmm?
5-10 minutes?
Hmm.
Can you go in and
Like
check
that.
how big it is?
Yeah, I
You
did. Big as the island. Actually, I go back in there to designate a bigger hunting ground.
Here,
As
give
soon as you
me a
do,
few
you
minutes.
see
I'll be
its-
right back.
No worries. You see its tentacles spread out almost instantly, like a giant net, as it starts scooping everything in the expanded hunting ground into its many mouths.
Nice.
You are horrified. You know damn well that this scene will haunt you for many years to come as you watch it tearing hapless and helpless monsters limb from limb, while some of its many mouths cackle in delight. Over your connection, you feel nothing but a sense of fulfillment and contentment. As soon as it's done feasting on these, the hunger returns. It does not seem like this thing ever will be full. It also expanded its biomass by another 1,000 to 1,500 pounds. From what you can tell, the biomass conversion is not completely 1-to-1. It seems to condense quite a bit of the biomass when it puts it in.
Okay. Well,
How long do you guys want to wait?
I wanted to see. We should have. Can we wait until the monster's 3 times the size of the island?
Yeah, if you
Just
want.
like-
It's not like it costs any extra time on the outside.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? That works for me.
And then we can bring it to scorch earth on top of it.
Say again?
We're just destroying the place, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna unleash that motherfucker. Well, we're gonna unleash the torrent of water, and your homeboy to wrap everything up. Eat what we don't like. Yeah, Inferno Corp wins this. Fucking assholes. They could have had something nice. Oh, let me go do my laundry real quick. I'll be right back.
Real quick. If we're going to
Yep.
start the raid, then we should probably just end here. Because
Yeah,
the
no,
raid
we
is going
probably-
to take some time.
Yeah.
That's fine. We have everything set up though. We're just going to fucking shit up now.
Everyone take 3 PowerPoints.
Oh. Interesting.
I have an XP curve I need you guys to stay on, so.
Yeah. Okay, so I have 6 points now. I will.
So, how was that session, fellas?
Oh, sure.
Just so you know, I was going to keep giving you a different customer support guy every time, and they were going to keep losing the records of you calling.
Well, wonderful.
Something you guys didn't actually read up in the dossier, he has a beef with Inferno Corps, so by mentioning that you represent them, he basically just stonewalled you.
Oh, okay.
In his defense, he has a beef with all the major corporations.
Oh, well, in his defense, I hope he has good defense.
Oh, he has excellent defenses, literally bristling with gun turrets, multiple layers of shield bubble. I think you guys are vastly underestimating how tough this thing is going to be to crack.
I think so.
Because your plan is good once you get through the several layers of outer shielding and all the gun turrets.
I mean, it's water, bud. It's just, can it eat a tsunami? I could also tsunami it. I could just fucking.
He lives in the middle of one of the storm-racked regions. You know how I told you the other time that there's mana storms everywhere? And that his island is in one of those regions?
Tsunami?
Occasional tsunamis.
Does it do damage?
I was just thinking about putting in there.
Rogue waves, more like. But they're also they're regular waves infused with mana that get turned into basically rogue waves. Part of their shielding system is specifically to eat things like rogue waves. Which, again, all in the dossier.
Hey, Aztec.
If it gets too hard, then you decide. What's up?
Should I get 2 level 6 pools and a level 7 pool, or 2 level 7 and 1 level 5 pool?
What can you do with
summoning? Variable summons.
Yeah.
Power rank determines the overall rank of his summon.
Or I could even get a level 8 pool and level 6 and level 5.
I'd say level 8 and a level 6 and 5 if you want to do it like that.
Combat, then utility and defense.
That would make the the slug off automatic level 8.
I can compensate for that. Got
I'm
it.
back.
As soon as you power up your summoning to level 8, the Shoggoth grows by another 3 stories.
I'm back.
No worries.
But
We are going to end off here already with everybody finishing the prep to hit the island. And for the record, Aztec, the shield may be able to take stuff like tsunamis and rogue waves, but there's a reason why I didn't tell you guys not to do this. And it might get a little dicier than you think, but you literally have a Shoggoth to beat down the shields for you, so.
Yeah.
Or less, wait. I could get 2 level 7 and have 2 slog offs.
Do we need a
Chog
second one? Is it still big?
That's up to him.
It's up to you at that point, I guess. So.
Well, listen, with New Year's coming up, I have a bunch of days off this next week too. I wouldn't be
Okay.
against meeting up. I know you have your trip to Memphis tomorrow, but if
I
later,
will be back tomorrow.
oh well, if later on this week you guys want to do a makeup session, I wouldn't be against it. My
And as
time,
long as Aztec doesn't get lynched in Memphis, I am down.
I don't think
Me
they do
too.
that anymore.
What is it? Monday? I should be back either tomorrow, like either today or tomorrow. But depending on what I'm doing, if we're all together, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, if not, then my birthday's on Wednesday, so I got
Oh
stuff I'm doing.
shit, that's
Last
right.
thing you think about every year, right, Aztec?
Yeah,
You
it's
Yeah.
wonderful.
told me that years ago, and I still remember it because of that stupid fucking saying. Like, I told you at the time that was cheesy as fuck, and I still stand by that. But
That's true.
goddamn, it helped me remember. It doesn't mean I don't dislike you for putting it in my head. So
Yeah, I'm
cheesy.
not sure what I'm doing on Wednesday, but if anything, Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I was
If
aiming
not
more
tomorrow.
towards Friday too, but we'll see. We'll play by ear.
Yeah, we'll see. Wait. Let me know.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys, it was fun. I'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sure. If you guys have any notes about the sessions and stuff, let me know. If there's something you like or dislike. I hope you guys had fun.
Yep, definitely.
We'll do them.
I will catch you guys later.
Late.